All right. All right. Hopefully we're live. This time I'm on Restream, so we're bouncing around through these streaming things. Um, for some reason, I got the little Sunday ticket today for $5, and it's not available on my computer. So we're watching it on my phone, or I'm watching it on my phone. And this is why we didn't pay for Sunday ticket, because there's always issues with it, and they just give me a white screen on my computer. But it is easier to see the chat today. So here we go. It is 2nd and 4 after Malik Neighbors got 6. A handoff here to Tyrone Tracy, or that's Singletary, and he's going to get about 3. This time I'm trying something different. I'm also streaming on Twitch, so we'll see how that goes. Anybody that'll see me on Twitch is probably somebody that's not subbed to me, because I don't have any of my subscribers on Twitch. But yeah, this is, and then here I go freezing again. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a new software for streaming, because not streaming, but I'm frozen like every 5 seconds. And Singletary's coming back here. But yeah, this is really frustrating. This software for Canon, they got an update, and now like literally like every couple of minutes I'm frozen. So let's see if I can close out of this. And maybe bear with me here. Maybe I can figure out how to do this a different way. But just I'm here just trying to get the whole camera thing figuring out. Drew Lock's got some time. He's throwing it short to Wandale. All right. But it looks like, I mean, for now, I might have to buy a capture card, because Canon software is just completely shot. Got a handoff here to Tracy. He's going nowhere. 2nd and 4. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to pick up a capture card, because I mean, Canon software that you pay for is literally shot. And like the more you update it, the more issues you have. Here we go, 3rd down, handoff to Tracy. Tracy's cutting back. Tracy picking it up. So a good run there. And again, they wonder why people pirate software. Like, they wonder why people don't use the softwares that companies give and everything like that. It is literally because it doesn't work. What they give you doesn't work. So here we are on 1st and 10, and we got another penalty coming up. You said Tank is over. I mean, is the tank really over? Is the tank really over? So for now, I'm gonna restart it. I mean, I guess I'll be back on stream, but eventually I'm gonna freeze again. I have no idea why, but eventually I'm gonna have to freeze again. I might have to adjust some of the settings here. Maybe that'll stop me from freezing, but for now, I mean, I just keep freezing. Like, mind you, this software from Canon is like so. Am I frozen again? Okay, not yet. But this software from Canon is like so bad. Like you don't even have any, like, actually, you don't even edit really. I mean, you don't really have any settings. So here we go. 2nd and 14. Drew Lock, hand off to Tracy. Tracy's breaking a tackle. Tracy is getting a yard and a half, and he'll go down. And I'm not even on stream. Let's see. Crazy stuff we got here. Crazy stuff we got here from this camera. Okay, 3rd and 12. Drew Lock dumping it off. And Bellinger's going to get 4-5, and we're going to punt. Yes, the tank for number 1 is over, but the tank for number 3 or 4 isn't over. We could still possibly get a quarterback at 3 or 4, but we're not getting a quarterback at 9. And we could possibly still get a guy like Mason Graham or Abdul Carter, but those guys are probably going to be not gone at 9 too. So we can't afford to mess this up here. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to do some adjusting and like stream on my actual laptop webcam, which would be crazy. You just saw the quality from that. It's nuts. So for now, what probably makes the most sense is for me to just go ahead and just Drew Lock almost threw a pick. So I'm gonna turn off this camera here on Restream, and maybe I'll give myself a logo or something. I'll give myself a. Let's see. Can I do that? I wonder if that's anything I could even do. Is like make this D. I probably got to get a paid membership, but for now we're gonna be right here. At least you get some kind of interaction. But then the scoreboard isn't up. Well, bear with me, guys, while I try to figure this out. Let's see. Okay, so I can get bad quality with my webcam, like the worst quality that I've seen on this channel in years. Maybe that'll work. This quality is terrible. Let's see if I can make this happen. You said Dave was down with the program. Yeah, going for it on 4th down there was nuts. Going for it on 4th down right there, it's like you don't care. At that point, you just don't care. I'm so sick of these Burger King commercials. Let's see. I'm seeing we got 34 people in here. Okay, all 34 are on YouTube. So let's see if I can make this webcam work for today. Because, I mean, think of the effort that the Giants are giving us anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking that Dable at this point knows that he's going to be safe. I think they want to bring him back. And, I mean, maybe that's for the best because I would rather them both go than Dable go and Shane stay. I mean, they're a package deal, in my opinion. Even though Mary said they're not a package deal, they're a package deal, in my opinion. All right, let's see if I can copy what I got now. Because there's no score yet, so I don't need the scoreboard up just yet. So here we go. Tanner McKee. Oh, yeah. Tanner McKee's getting straight to it. 1st down off the bat. Like, folks, the The tank is not over yet. The tank is not over yet. And that is why is Brian Burns in coverage? Yeah, my camera's definitely taking. Kenneth Gainwell pushing the Powell off the bat. Mind you, the entire Eagles offensive line is out. Like the entire Eagles offensive line is getting rest right now. So what I'm gonna do is like uninstall all of this Canon stuff and like see if I can get it to somehow like not be awful. Play action for McKee. McKee hitting a tight end again. McKee's making some nice throws off the bat. McKee is making some nice throws here off the bat. All right, let's see. So there you go, 1st and 10. The Eagles, I mean, this is ridiculous. Tanner McKee must be good. Tanner McKee must be good. I mean, because he's dicing them up right here. Play action again for McKee and instant touchdown. This is crazy, people. Tanner McKee just diced us up big time. People were so convinced that we would win this game. I really feel like the Eagles, they have so much depth that, I mean, you got to remember our team is actually injured too. Like if we had all of our like game 1 starters out there, we probably win this game. But with as many injuries as we have, I mean, come on now, you got to be kind of realistic there. Let's see if I can actually get some decent software for this camera. Yeah, Philly went right down the field right there. So the score right now is 7-zip for anybody that's not paying attention. Tanner McKee, I mean, like 4 passes, 4 completions, and a touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell had a run that was for like 5 yards. I think they may have run it twice. This is like when the great time, like this is when like having a partner helps so much because I would be able to continue to stream here. But what I'm gonna do, folks, is let's see. Because right now my Canon utility software is asking me to basically quit all of my applications. So if I dip out for a second, we got 52 people in here. People are excited for the end of this season. Yeah, we need this loss. Yeah, we definitely. I mean, we cannot afford to fall to 9. But if for any reason I drop off, what I think I'll do here is join from my phone. I'll join from my phone, and I'll stay on that way. Okay. So we got a special guest, and it's me. Let's see. All right, for the next couple seconds, let me turn this down. Next couple seconds, I'm going to be here. Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera stuff installed. Let me know if you all can hear me. Yeah, I got a gift from Joe. Yeah, it's completely. It's this is just crazy. Like the Sunday ticket stuff isn't working. The phone, the what is it? The Yeah, I know, Mark, and that's what I started using. That's what I started off with my channel, just using my phone camera. Luckily, my phone has a good mic on it, so I might explore doing that if we can't get this to work. But for now, I'm just getting this camera software installed. Let me see if in the meantime I can try to pull this up because I'm thinking they weren't showing me the game on Sunday Ticket because they think that I was recording the screen. The NFL is so concerned with like you recording the screen or showing somebody else the game that they just shut down the thing when you're obviously streaming. Gas in the Ziploc, now that's loud. All right, let's see. Maybe I can get this on while I'm watching. Yeah. Okay, so they're letting me see this on my computer. They, for some reason, just won't let me do anything while OBS is running. So I have that running in the meantime. But right here, we're on a 2nd and 9. Drew Lock back. Singletary in the backfield. I think that's Slayton in the backfield, or Slayton's out wide. Tracy's in the backfield. Short throw, and Malik dropped the ball. I actually need Malik Neighbors to have a big game today. I ended up on one of those fantasy leagues where there's a 2 week championship. And like I absolutely obliterated this person in the championship week 1. But for some reason, it's a 2 week championship. So I need Malik to have another big game. And we got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Here we go, and this is a draw play on 3rd and 9. And Dable just got he just got the call from Brian from John Mayer, and he said your job is safe because there's no way that this guy just ran a draw on 3rd and 9, down 7 points. Like there's no way. There's no way. And Illuminor's coming off the field, or everybody's coming off the field there. So we'll punt it. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, that's definitely a tank. That's as tanky as you can possibly tank. And Gillen is gonna boot this off, and they're gonna get a fair catch at the 13. Okay, so hopefully installing this Canon software again actually gives me a a shot at actually being able to use the camera I paid for and the software I paid for. So see what we got going on in the chat. Eagles twos are better than our starters. 100%. 100%. And then, like I said, our starters aren't even out there. Like our starters aren't even out there. That's another thing. Like Dex is out there. Dex isn't out there. Andrew Thomas isn't out there. Only guys that are out there that are starters really are the wide receivers. Okay. So I got this stuff downloaded. Let's see if it wants to cooperate with me. Doesn't look like it does. I think what I'll do, folks, today, until I can get a capture card, because oh, here we go. For some reason, everything's just working now. Well, there we go. I was just about to just throw the scoreboard up here bigger and just stay off, but it seems like we're good now. So give me a sec to switch back over. I'm gonna kick myself out and join back in. All right. Okay, so hopefully all of that is behind us. Let me know if you all can hear me. Should be good with the audio. But I'm guessing the Eagles are back on offense. Let me pull that back up. I wonder how tall Tanner McKee is. These are like 6'6". So here we are, 1st and 10. Tanner McKee play action. And we got an incomplete right here. So I'm expecting this Eagles offense to put up like 21 points on us today. And I don't think that this Giants offense can score 21 on this Eagles defense. So, like I said, we're playing for the 3rd overall pick. If we lose today, no matter what we do, no matter what everybody else does, we'll be in 4. But if we play for the 3rd overall pick, let's see who has to lose. Either the Titans have to lose, the Browns already lost, so they're out of it. Score, yeah, I got you, Christian. Let's get the score updated. Let's see. So 7-zip right now. How disappointing was this season? As disappointing as you could possibly get. The Pats are up. CJ Stroud just got pulled. Perfect. So that's helping both of us. That's helping us. So let's see. The Pats are. Do the Pats have less losses than us, or are we still tied? I think we're still tied. So taking a look at the scoreboards, the Pats are up 7. The Bills have Mitch Trubisky in. So Josh Allen was rumored to play today, but he's not playing. So that's perfect. Joe Milton is 6 for 6 for 51 yards. And they pulled Drake May, and the Pats are still up. So that's impressive. That's impressive. I thought once they pulled Drake May, it was going to be a mess. So the Giants just jumped off sides. The Eagles are going to convert there. They were lining up for the tush push, but they don't even have Jalen Hurts. How do you fall for that? All right. So Pat's up 7 on the Bills. Mitch Trubisky has them at the Patriots 41. So we'll keep an eye on that game. The Texans are up 7 on the Titans, but as you just said, they pulled CJ Stroud. He went 6 for 6 for 50 yards and a touchdown. They said, "Why is Drew Phillips in a 4-point stance?" That's a good question. That's a good question. First and 10, Tanner McKee handoff. We got a cutback from Kenneth Gainwell, and he's gonna get two. But as I was saying, the Texans are up 7-0 on the Titans, and Will Levis is playing. So it looks like you're not going to see any of Mason Rudolph today. Will Levis so far is 1 for 1 for 13 yards. The Titans are, let's see where they are on the field here. Titans are at their 29. It is first and 10. They just got to the 38. So hopefully the Titans and Pats can pull off some wins, because if the Giants lose today, if my math is right, I mean, if the Texans and the Titans both win, wouldn't we have the second overall pick? Wouldn't we have the second overall pick? Let's look at Tankathon. Let's look at Tankathon here. I mean, I'm thinking if the Pats win and the Titans win, yeah, we'd have the second overall pick. You're hearing an echo? That's something I've noticed with Restream it. Let me know if you're still hearing that echo. I can try to see what I can do to fix it. That may have been that my phone jumped on for a second, but let me know if you're still hearing that, because I have noticed sometime in Restream you get an echo. But McKee just missed Goddard. After just looking surgical to start, he just threw that behind Goddard there. But yeah, if the Pats and the Titans win today, we're picking second, which would be beautiful. That'd be great. Okay, so Joe, that must have been my phone joining and adding an echo. All right, handoff here to Gainwell, who's going to fight forward for about 5. Yeah, this will actually be that'll be great if we can get wins from both of those teams, and we're picking second. I'm thinking my gut is telling me that we're going to be picking third today. I'm probably going to throw those games up on my phone to watch those at the same time. But for now, Tanner McKee hand off the Gainwell on 3rd and 5, and it's like the Eagles are trying to sabotage us now. And we're getting. Is this just me talking? Yeah, I don't stream the game. I don't stream the game on. I don't stream the game on YouTube. You can't do that. You got to find one of those other sites if you just want to see the actual game. The stream will get taken down in like 5 seconds. Here we go, 4th and 3. Tanner McKee in the shotgun. You got 3 wide receivers right, tight end Goddard to the left, and Tanner McKee's got a little time. And Goddard again, who's gotten a bunch of targets today. And the Eagles pick up on 4th down. Yeah, I think they just want to see what they have in Joe Milton as a backup, and then also just like in case anybody's interested in trading for him. It's a smart move. You don't want to put Drake May out there because he could get hurt, but you all know he's not out there because they want Travis Hunter. They want that first pick. So we'll see if we'll see if they keep that first pick or not. We'll see if they keep that. It is so weird that like since I'm running OBS, they just will not allow me at all. They just will not allow me at all to watch Sunday Ticket on my computer. Maybe I just need to turn off everything that's kind of like screen recording on OBS. So maybe that'll work. Which is only one thing. Okay, now that the Giants can't beat Washington, they are officially now starting every season 0-6 with the other games left. You might be right. You might be right. If we don't get a guy in here soon that's like a game changer at quarterback, we may be in a situation. We may be in a situation where we like can't win any division games because we've shown that we can't beat Philly, and we can't beat Dallas, and now Washington is neck and neck with those teams, if not better than Dallas, much better than Dallas. So who knows? Who knows if we'll be able to change or not playing around. Just the fact that I have Sunday ticket up, just the fact that I have OBS open, just they're not letting me watch on my computer. Shout out to Joe Smo for the 4.99. He says scary times to be a Giants fan, hoping for the best. That's all we can do. That's literally all we can do because right now we're looking at a time where we are we're really in a time right now where we could possibly like turn the corner, get a quarterback that will help us, get somebody in here, a coach or somebody that can help us not be a dumpster fire, or we can literally dive deeper into this abyss. Like people think like, oh, it's not that bad. You'll eventually come out of it. But look at the Browns. Look at the Browns. They've even built good teams and they can't get out of their own way. Baker Mayfield was there. He looked horrible. Baker Mayfield goes other places. He looks much better. Johnny Manziel was awful. Joe Milton starting for the Patriots. Yeah, I understand. I mean, listen. I mean, you never want you never want to have to say it, but I mean, we might have to wait John Mara out. Like we might literally have to wait John Mara out because we're not getting good decisions here. So here the Eagles are. McKee was time all day hitting the wide open. Oh my gosh, the guy was wide open. He would have walked in. Kenneth Gainwell would have walked into the end zone. McKee just overthrew him. Mike D says, even if we get a new coach and GM, or if we stay the course, even if we get a quarterback, look at our home schedule and find me a win. I completely agree. That home schedule, I think we'll get a win there just because even in this year, where the home schedule wasn't really that hard, but we were like and whatever at home. We still ended up getting a win. So we'll get a win or two, but I think that schedule next year is very tough. But you also never know. You also never know because teams they vary in how good or bad they are from year to year. You said Dable was either 100%. I agree. Like Dable, I think at this point knows like what's going on. Like if he's safe, if he's gone, I think at this point he knows what's going on. And I completely agree, Giants guy. I think Dable's safe. I think John Mara is saying, I think Dable and Shane sat down and said, listen, we haven't gotten to get our guy, which is a lie because you paid Daniel Jones. And we get a drop on 3rd and 3 from Dallas Goddard. And Dane Belton celebrating, but he just dropped it. I mean, like Dane Belton didn't have good coverage at all. But yeah, I think Shane and Dable sat down with John Mara and they said, you haven't let us get our guy and develop him. And partially true, but they also paid Daniel Jones. Yeah, it's a horrible schedule. It's a horrible schedule, but like I said, you never know what injuries are looking like. You never know what teams are going to be from year to year. Like for instance, CJ Stroud this year, you did not expect him to play as bad as he's played, and he hasn't played horribly, but you wouldn't expect things to happen year to year the way that they do. So we just got to wait until that gets here. But the number one thing is like if the team is as bad as they are this year, or anywhere close to it, it doesn't matter who we're playing because you just saw we lost 12 in a row. So what's worse than that? We lost what 11 in a row, I think, or 10 in a row. But what's worse than that? Yeah, I completely agree. They paid Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is the guy. Like he's their guy. You paid him. So I don't want to hear that excuse. Like I don't think that John Mara made them pay Daniel Jones. So I'm about to throw the multi-view up, and I'm throwing up the Titans game. I'm throwing up the Pats game. And we're just keying in on that. Right now, we got Dameon Pierce. He just ran for a touchdown. So it looks like the Texans are up 14-0. I don't know if they're coming back from that. I don't know if they're coming back from that there. It's a 90-something yard touchdown run from Dameon Pierce on the Texans. And they just mixed the extra point. So maybe that'll help. But for now, the Texans are up on the Titans 13-0. Mason Rudolph is not playing. Will Levis is out there. So who knows? You never know what can happen. But maybe we'll get Davis Mills to turn the ball over, throw an interception, or whatever. You wanted Mike McCarthy? I don't know. You still want Mike McCarthy? So now we got the Bills game. Bills and Patriots. I think the Bills just scored two. So it's tied up at 7. Bills and Patriots tied up at 7. 12 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And I'm only looking down, folks, because I usually watch it on my computer monitors. And, we're not able to access that because the NFL is trying to hunt down all the pirates that are screen recording Sunday Ticket, which is hilarious because I could just get a capture card and record Sunday Ticket if I really, really wanted to do that. But, it is what it is. I just don't know, especially if Merrick keeps the coach and GM that year. We are sitting at 1-9. He'll be willing to eat it again, saying they need time. I don't think so. Drew Lock's throwing it short, and the Giants off the bat lose about 5-6 yards. It looks like the Giants are going to hold up there and do the bargain and lose today. Jordan Davis is out there. Like I said on my stream last week, there's no way that the Giants can bench. There's no way that the Eagles can bench all of their players. You can't call up 20-something people from the practice squad. And the Patriots go backwards too. Shotgun here, Drew Lock throwing it to Neighbors. And Neighbors has 2 catches today so far. I do need Neighbors, like I said, to have a big day today. Like I absolutely need it. We're in the championship. Like I said, I ended up in that crazy 2-week thing. So I need Malik Neighbors to ball out today. So he's got 2 catches today. 3 points so far. And here we are in 3rd and 9. Let's target Malik. And we throw it to Wan'Dale Robinson short of the sticks. How many times are we going to listen? Wan'Dale Robinson last week showed me that he could actually play football if he got good quarterback play. But my thing is, how many times are we going to target Wan'Dale Robinson 4 or 5 yards short of a first down? Titans looking like he almost was going to take that kick back there. He took that kickoff back to, let's see, the 50. So the Titans are going to get good field position to start their drive. Hopefully Will Levis can take them down the field. The Giants run a fake punt and Dane Belton picks it up. We're looking at 3 games right now. All right. No lock magic this week. I need a little bit of lock magic, but not too much. Here we go. 1st and 10. Handoff to Tracy, who's going to get about 7 yards, actually. And that was actually Eric Gray. And here we go. Joe Milton taking a shot and a nice completion by Joe Milton on 3rd and 9. If you just hear me mentioning players that aren't on the Giants, it's because I'm watching 3 games at once. We're trying to tank the right way here. The Patriots just picked up a first down. The Titans here, Will Levis dumping it short, and they get about 7 yards there on second and forever, and they're going to have like a 3rd and 7 coming up. Right now, all 3 games are going on at once. Giants handing it off to Tyrone Tracy. Tracy's going to get 2. Patriots just ran the ball 2. They picked up about 4 or 5. They're going to have a 3rd and they're going to have a 2nd and 3 coming up, the Patriots. And then we got the Titans here on 3rd and 10. Will Levis in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers left, a tight end to the left, and Will Levis overthrows a guy out of bounds, and the Titans are going to punt down 13-0 right now. Patriots here on 2nd and 3. Joe Milton trying to escape the pocket. He's got the corner, and he's throwing across his body, and he's got a guy wide open. And I think that's Kayshon Boutte, LSU wide receiver, LSU great Kayshon Boutte in the end zone. From Joe Milton that was a beautiful play from Joe Milton, throwing across his body, throwing right. And the Patriots are up 13-7, soon to be 14-7 on the Bills. 4th and 10, the Titans are going for it here in no man's land, and they're not. They're going to just take this penalty and punt. Now the Giants here on 4th and 1. Malik Neighbors on the sideline. And they're handing this off. And Tyrone Tracy, Devin Singletary actually makes a guy miss and picks up the first. So as you see, folks, we're watching 3 games at once right now. And the Pats are up 14-7 on the Bills. The Titans are punting off to the Texans down 13-0. And the Giants just picked up a 4th and 1 down 7-0. So Day was gone for it on 4th down twice this drive. Picked it up twice. So the Titans are punting. The Patriots on commercial. The Giants are handing off to Singletary, who made another guy miss, and picked up 5. I really think if the offense was better, the quarterback was better this year, Singletary will be a lot more respected by Giants fans. We need a big mistake from this Texans offense to get the Titans some momentum here. Will Levis has got a lot of potential. He is basically playing for his job, because if the Titans aren't able to look competent today with Will Levis, he's going to literally get replaced. Another handoff to Singletary. Singletary is going to get 2, and the Giants will have a 3rd and 4 coming up. And I'm not sure what happened. I could have sworn the Eagles were in field goal range. I'm guessing they missed it when I was looking away. But yeah, the Giants are the only game that's playing right now. The other 2 on commercial. You got a 3rd and 4 coming up. Drew Lock under center. Single back. Slayton in motion across the formation, and handoff to Singletary. And this will make this a 4th and 2. You got to assume Dable might go for it. You got to think Dable might go for it again here on 4th and 2. Dable just doesn't care. He's going for it every time. So here we go. Should the NFL implement a draft lottery? I don't know. That's a good question. I've thought about that, but I mean, I think the NFL kind of does it right. I don't think tanking is a problem in the NFL. Here's Drew Lock taking a shot. Oh my gosh. If Malik Neighbors would have caught that, that's all I would have needed today. That's all I would have needed is a Malik Neighbors touchdown, big play. I would have been good. Right now, my fantasy score is 208 to 184. I set down Breece Hall for Rico Dowdle. So hopefully Rico Dowdle can do something. He's had a couple of good games the last couple of weeks, so hopefully he can do something there. The problem is, though, that Washington might be up this game. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is playing or not. So Rico Dowdle might not get that many carries. Brees Hall, I'm expecting to be down because, but watch Brees Hall puts up like 20 something points today. I might have outthought myself, but nonetheless, I need Malik Neighbors. If he can have a quarter or a half of the game that he had last week, we'll be good, or at least my fantasy team will be good, and I walk away with my fantasy prize this year. So here we go. The Bills are here on 1st and 10, starting off their drive with Mr. Trubisky at quarterback. The Texans are starting off their drive with Davis Mills at quarterback, and Mr. Trubisky is going to pitch to a Bills running back, and he's got 7. It looks like the Bills are going to run them out of the stadium today. Texans here, Davis Mills on 2nd and 7. And you got a handoff here. And the Titans are going to stop them after about a yard. So this will make this 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 coming up. Joe Milton is 10 out of 10. Joe Milton that was a nice play from Joe Milton there. So the Titans have a 3rd and 5 coming up. The Bills just picked up a first down on a toss. The Pats are just the Bills are just attacking the edge of the Patriots defense. Yeah, the Texans are up 13-0. 3rd and 5, Davis Mills with time taking a shot, and he overthrows a wide open guy. So the Texans are going to punt it back to Will Levis. Hopefully we can get some Levis magic. If we're picking 3rd and the quarterbacks are gone, I want to talk about this. If we're picking 3rd and the quarterbacks are gone, 1 and 2, do we take Hunter at 3 or trade back and stockpile? Now, I think at that point you would just take Travis Hunter. If you're at 3 and if the first 2 were quarterbacks, I think you take Travis Hunter, or maybe you can argue you take a Will Johnson because you like him better at DB, but I would take Travis Hunter. And Tanner McKee, please get on the ball. That's not what we need. So we got the Titans punt returner, returning it, and he just got hit in the helmet, so he might get an extra 15. But the Titans offense is back out there. The Bills offense is still driving against the Patriots here at 2nd and 11. And the Bills attacking the edge again. The Bills just picked up a first down. Oh my gosh, they are shredding the Patriots defense, just attacking the edge over and over again. McKee throws it to, I think that's Goddard again. That's not Goddard. That's another tight end that I don't even know. But McKee's working those tight ends today, isn't he? He's working those tight ends. So, yeah, the Bills are absolutely shredding the Patriots on the ground. Another first down here and another pitch. And this time they pick up 4. Tanner McKee, 3rd and 15 against the Giants. McKee's got a little time. He's taking a shot, and he's got a man open. Picks up first down on 3rd and forever. 19 yards. McKee's making some nice throws, man. It's just so upsetting to see like the good quarterback play that you see in the league now. So frustrating. So frustrating. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles again. McKee already over 120 yards and a touchdown. And let's see. 1st and 10 for McKee. McKee's got forever. He's running right, hits a guy, and he's going to be 2 yards short of a first down. What happens if the Pats win and the Giants lose? They would swap places. So the Pats will move to 4, the Giants will move to 3. If both the Titans and the Patriots lose, then we would be at number 2. The Browns have basically locked in that number 1 pick if those 2 teams win. But as far as the Giants, we can either pick 2, 3, or 4. I'm thinking it's most likely that one of these 2 teams will probably win with the Titans and the Patriots. And we got Oh no. Oh no, the Bills are shredding this Patriots defense. The Bills are shredding this Patriots defense. It looks like they're gonna call that out of bounds though. Keon Coleman just had a nice sideline grab, but I think they're calling it out of bounds. Oh yeah, he's out of bounds. That's easily out of bounds. You said Tanner McKee looks really poised. Yeah, he does. I mean, it's easy to look poised when your offensive line is protecting. Notice we have Brian Burns out there and Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm watching so many games at once that we might not have those guys out there, but those are our starting edge players, and the Eagles are resting all of their guys. Mitch Trubisky throwing it short. So the Bills are in field goal range. I'm assuming they'll take this field goal and they will go to 10 points, and the Patriots will have their 14-10 lead. Will Levis is here on 2nd and 9. Will Levis here on 2nd and 9. What's going on, Miz? Will Levis here on 2nd and 9, taking a snap. He's just standing there, and then he finds a guy wide open and picks up 4. Will Levis, I mean, he just stood there, no pocket movement whatsoever. Just stood there, almost got sacked and got it away at the last second. And then over in the Bills and Patriots game, the Bills just kicked this field goal and they are down 14-10 now. So Patriots still up 14-10. Titans are looking bad, and the Giants are doing their job so far. Yeah, the Patriots took May out. Joe Milton just had a nice touchdown throw on their last drive to Kayshon Boutte. And Will Levis just overthrows a guy who was open for a first down. So the Titans are going to punt again, down 13-0. The Titans, Will Levis is literally playing the Titans in to get a new quarterback. I'm thinking Shador Sanders is probably going to be that quarterback for the Titans because I mean this is bad. Will Levis just looks bad. I was never a fan of the guy, especially when I saw him eating that mayo and eating a banana with the skin still on. But he's playing himself out of a job. Like this is your game to go out and win, so your team doesn't take a quarterback, and you're looking horrible. And it looks like the Texans, when they get this ball back, are going to be starting at the 41. And then we get a push from the Texans player, and maybe they'll lose 15. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Giants or for the Eagles inside the 40. You get a play action from McKee and an incomplete pass, inaccurate pass. Yeah, Cleveland already lost, so we can't get the number 1 pick. When the Giants get the ball back, I need them to start feeding Malik Neighbors. Zach Ertz here. I'm playing against Terry McLaurin. I'm playing against neither one of them are doing much today. So maybe that'll be helpful. Rico Dowdle isn't doing much. He's on my team. So here's McKee. He's got forever, and he hits the guy for a first down. We'll see if that's against us or them. He has so much time to throw. That might have been a hold. Might have been a hold there. And it's actually offsides on the Giants. First thing that comes up is Travis Hunter girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, unlimited. I'll eventually get out of Travis Hunter video, especially, when we lock in whatever pick we have. But yeah, there's a lot of just, I mean, I don't want to ever get on and talk about somebody's fiance. And I mean, I feel like that stuff is their business. Yeah, Giants fans are terrified of Deion Sanders. Dang Belton just decleated somebody in the hole. Meanwhile, the Pats just got the ball. Quick penalty against the Buffalo Bills. They got decent field position here. The Texans offense are here on a 3rd and 1. I mean, we desperately need the Texans to to come out and lose today and win today. We had lose today. The Texans got to lose. So they're a yard short, 3rd and 1 coming up, and a play action. It looks like this is some kind of illegal formation. And McKee dumped it off to a running back, and he picked up a first down. Screen pass from Philly, and I mean the Giants absolutely fell for it. Yeah, the game is that's where we are, Cressley. That's why I got 3 games on at once. That's why I got 3 games on at once. All right, here's Joe Milton throwing it, picking up another first down. Joe Milton's looking pretty good today. Davis Mills for the Texans just picks up. I mean, just this is no good here. This is no good here. Texans are driving. It's looking like they're gonna win this game. So I'm getting ready to call it for the Titans and Texans. I'm getting ready to call it because I doubt they're coming back from a 3 possession game. I just don't see that happening. Will Levis looks horrible. Joe Milton, by the way, is throwing for another first down. Milton is playing really good football, albeit against the backups of the Bills, but he's playing good football nonetheless. Like accurate, moving well. And here's Davis Mills stepping up again, hitting the guy, and he fumbled the ball. Get on the ball. The Titans have the ball. The Titans are in business. Let's give Will Levis another chance. Titans got the ball back. Texans were driving. Receiver fumbled the ball, and the Titans hopefully can get in the end zone this time. Let's see some Will Levis magic, man. He's got so much talent. The Titans shouldn't need to draft a quarterback. Let Will Levis cook. Meanwhile, the Pats here on a 2nd and 11 after Joe Milton picked up 2 straight first downs. I think they're already in field goal range, so they could go up 17-10 and still make it a touchdown game. But right now they're up 14-10. They are at the 35. Joe Milton is going to have to escape here, and he does. Spins out of a sack, pump fakes, and now throws it away. Joe Milton, I mean, he looks really good in the pocket. He looks good in the pocket. He's moving well back there. He's throwing well on the run. Would have been worth it to take a shot at. It's the funny thing is like you can make an argument for why the Giants didn't take a quarterback the last couple of years, like in the first round, but you can't make an argument. You can't make an argument for why we didn't take a quarterback in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th round. And any of the years that Daniel Jones has been here, no quarterbacks taken in the draft at all. So here's Joe Milton on 3rd and 11, and you got a false start. This isn't looking good for the Pats. I mean, they're putting them out of field goal range. So they went from the 35. Now they're looking like they're going to be around the 40 after a false start from the Patriots offensive tackle. Meanwhile, Tanner McKee is in the red zone outside of the 10 at the 11 in the pistol. 2 wide receivers left, 2 tight ends set. Play action from McKee. No one's open. He's going to throw it and actually get a guy open. Meanwhile, Joe Milton dumping it off, and the Pats are going to lose a yard. So they're completely out of field goal range now. They just kind of fumbled that entire drive there. Could have gone up 17-10, and instead are going to have to punt. 4th and 17 for the Pats. So still a close game for the Patriots. They have a shot, but we'll see. We'll see. And here we go from the Eagles. Quick run and no gain. Andrew Phillips stuffed that one up there. First and 10 for the Titans. Will Levis under center. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Handoff and literally nowhere to run at all for the Titans running back. I mean, Will Levis isn't playing too well, but he's also not getting any help from the run game today. No help from the run game today for the Titans. 3rd and 9 here for the Eagles. Perfect chance for them to go up 14-0, and I think they'll do it here. Tanner McKee threw it short, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. So they're going to try to go up 10-0 on us. Titans here on 3rd and short after a nice throw from Will Levis that put them in a 3rd and 2 coming up. Let's see. 3rd and 2. Will Levis under center. It's looking like they're going to hand this off, and I don't know why, but he does pick up a first down. It didn't look good, but the Titans end up picking up that first down there across the 40, their own 40, and they'll keep the drive moving. The Eagles have just gone up 10-0 on the Giants. If I'd have thought this through better, I could have had all of the scores up here at the same time for all 3 of these games, because all 3 of these games are is equally as important. But here we are across the 40 for Will Levis and the Titans, and we get another handoff, and this time there's some space. The running back's keeping his legs moving. This is a 9-yard run here on first down. Finally getting some holes to open up for the Titans. Finally getting some stuff to open up. Pat's finally back from this commercial break, and they're going to punt from their 41-yard line. Hopefully they pin the Texans deep, or the Buffalo Bills deep. We'll see. And they do. Down at the 4-yard line, the Buffalo Bills are going to have to start from. Patriots still up 14-10. Let's see if they can get a quick stop. And meanwhile, Will Levis is here on a 2nd and 2. They're here on a timeout, actually. So nothing going on right now. Let's take a look at the chat here again. This is better than Red Zone. The funny thing is, I'm not watching Red Zone, but I'm watching multiple games. So I'm pretty much just carrying over Red Zone here. Rich Hick says, who do you think the Browns take with the first pick? Now, my common sense tells me, and here I am frozen. I thought we were over this. I thought we moved past this, guys. I thought we were past it. Thought we were past it, man. Anyway, while we get all this figured out again, I think common sense says that the Browns would take Cam Ward or Shador Sanders. I don't think Shador is going to go to the Browns, because Dion has pretty much made it clear that he's not going to a team that is a dumpster fire. And I mean, the only ones that I can think of is the Giants and the Browns and the Raiders. And obviously, he wants to go to the Giants or the Raiders from what he's talked about in the past. So I'm thinking he won't go to the Browns. So I would think the Browns would take Cam Ward. Now, they also have Deshaun Watson. He still has that contract. They could just say we're going to try to make it work. And the Titans running back is making things happen today. But they could try to stick with Deshaun Watson for another year and just say we're going to build the team out, and then we're going to get a guy in here next year. Like maybe they come out next year and they draft Drew Allard when he takes another step up. But my gut is telling me they're going to take Cam Ward. That's my government. I'm saying my government as I'm reading Jennifer's comment. But yeah, I would definitely say I'm thinking they're taking Cam Ward. If things go how it looks like they're going, it looks like the Giants will be 3. If it goes like how it looks so far. And if that happens, I think 2 quarterbacks will go. The Giants will have an opportunity and we get a nice throw. Was he out of bounds? He wasn't out of bounds, but there was pass interference. So the Titans has just connected on a 30-yard pass. They didn't connect on it, but there was pass interference. Tracy picks up 3.5. Nope, they're actually calling pass interference on offense. So the Titans aren't moving anywhere. Pollard has big incentives today. Okay, so that's who's been playing pretty well. Pollard. I forgot Pollard was on the Titans. So he's running pretty well today. Drew Lock just tried to run and he lost a yard. So the Titans here on 1st and 20. The Giants are here on 106, and they're just letting the clock just drip. I mean, this is pitiful. This is pitiful. Hand off here to Pollard again, I think, and he's going nowhere. And we're throwing it to Tyrone Tracy, who makes a couple of guys miss and goes down. Why aren't we throwing the ball to Malik Neighbors? Why not throw the ball to Malik Neighbors? I mean, I need Malik Neighbors to score some points today, people. If I can get a Malik Neighbors touchdown and 6 catches, I'm good. No matter where the 6 catches come from, all I need is about 6 catches and a touchdown. And there go the Bills picking up a first down. Didn't want that to happen, but it looks like the Bills are going to try to get in the field goal range at least before the end of the half. Will Levis standing there. I mean, the guy just stands around in the pocket, but you got some space, and it looked like that. It looked like that receiver may score. Ridley right there. And the Titans are. Rudolph is in the game. Mason Rudolph in the game. Mason Rudolph in the game, people. Not Will Levis. Mason Rudolph. The Titans are going to pull off this win. They're going to pull off the comeback. They're going to pull off the comeback. They're going to pull off the comeback, guys. Mason Rudolph's out there. We got an adult in at quarterback. So I don't know if Levis got banged up, but Rudolph comes in and immediately makes the best throw today. Immediately makes the best throw today. So 2 minutes left in the half for the Titans and Texans. Mason Rudolph is driving. And if he plays like how he's played for a little part of this season, he may be able to come back from that 13-0 deficit. Oh, yeah, it's looking like the Giants are going to get shut out, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. As long as we lose and we can possibly, like I said, if these Titans can come back today and the Pats can hold on, we can be in the second overall pick. All right. So 3rd and 1 here from the Bills, and you get a handoff and they pick it up. Easy first down there from the Bills. They got 50 seconds left. They are driving 48. The clock is still ticking, though. I think the Bills have 1 timeout left, if I'm seeing that right. Mr. Trubisky's getting great protection. And I can't tell who he just hit right there for another first down, but the Bills are driving. Again, Bills only down 10-14, so they are cutting this really close. Cutting it really close. Eagles right here in the shotgun. McKee throwing it short again. And he got a guy out of bounds, Shipley. Eagles will keep this drive moving. And it looks like I'm frozen again. So we're going to have to do a reset again. We'll see. We're definitely going to lose. I picked Tracy and Neighbors and goaltender and FanDuel. So eventually I'll pop back up and eventually I'll freeze again. That's just the world we live in. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm abandoning all Canon software and I'm getting a capture card for the future. We're getting a capture card at this point. Like, we can't rely on it. Isaiah Simmons, the surroundings of his cleat just came off. The spikes just came off of his cleat, so he had to come out. Anyway, handoff there from the Titans to Tony Pollard, who gets the edge and gets out of bounds. So Mason Rudolph looking like he ignited some spark into this Titans offense. I don't know again if Will Levis got benched or if he got hurt. Has it been Mason Rudolph all this time? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I got to be crazy. I think this has been Rudolph this whole time. I think it's been the same way this entire time. I think it may have been this way the entire time. Rudolph throwing it short and he misses the screen. If Rudolph hits that screen play there, the Titans are picking up a first down and they're inside the 10. But let me take a look at this box score here. Because Rudolph may have been in the whole time. I may be looking at this all wrong. Let's see. Rudolph. So Will Levis, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm not crazy. Will Levis has played too. Handoff there again on 3rd and 3. And here we go. The Titans just wasted this 3rd and 3. And they're going to probably kick a field goal here. Yeah, Brian Thomas is a beast. BTJ is a dog. Tanner McKee taking a shot, missing a guy. 2nd down coming up for the Eagles. 20 seconds left to go in the half. A minute and 45 left to go in the half for the Titans. And for the Buffalo Bills trying to drive to take the lead here down 14-10, they just got a holding penalty, so they'll go back 10 yards. So 4th and 2 here for the Titans, and they're going to kick a field goal. And you get a drop here from the Eagles here. And there goes Mitch Trubisky. I mean, Mitch Trubisky is out there looking like a shorter Josh Allen there. This is crazy, people. Mr. Trubisky is like playing so well. Here we are, Tanner McKee taking a shot, and that should be intercepted, but nobody caught it. Nobody caught it. Dane Belton knocked away Drew Phillips' interception. So the Eagles will kick a field goal here. Drew Phillips should have caught that, and he literally swatted it away. Okay, the tank is real for Dane Belton. He swatted that pass away. Over 100 in here. Can you imagine if you had real equipment? I know. Imagine if Canon software wasn't a complete mess. So here we go, 4th and 10. The Eagles are punting it. I thought they were in field goal range, but I guess not. They're punting it. This is the end of the half here for the Eagles and Giants. And the half is finished. So Eagles, Giants going in the half. Titans and Texans. The Texans are now up 13-3 on the Titans. Mason Rudolph had a couple nice throws, so maybe he can come out of the half and help out with that. Meanwhile, the Pats are trying to hold the Bills from getting across the 50-yard line here and kicking a field goal before the half. And you got a 3rd and 8 here. Bills are looking at about 25 yards to get into a field goal, maybe 20 yards to get in the field goal range. And the Titans just off the bat, I mean, just run for a first down. And here they are. I mean, just run for a first down against the Titans, Damian Pierce. And they could very well put more points on the board before the end of the half. Mitch Trubisky in the huddle for the Bills against the Patriots. This is such a mess here that I just can't see the Titans winning this game the way that they're playing on defense. But the Bills, again, against the Patriots on 3rd and 8, Mitch Trubisky, he's got forever and a day to throw the ball, and he throws a dot that gets broken up. So with 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter, the Bills are going to have to punt it back to the Pats, and that'll take us into the half. So one more game left as far as deciding what will happen at the end of the half, and that is the Titans and Texans. Davis Mills is taking the Texans in not in both. He's taking the Texans down the field. Just got sacked. So he goes back to around the 50-yard line. There's 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Harold Landry with his 9th sack of the year, trying to get to double digits. Falcons and Panthers game is really good. Yeah, I've seen a couple of things pop up from that, but I'm trying watching these games. So here we go. Davis Mills 3rd and 14 here. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. He's got way too much time, and he's taking a deep shot. And they throw a flag there. I mean, the guy is out of bounds, and he gets touched out of bounds, and they throw a flag. So they're going to give them a first down there. They're giving them a first down. So now the Titans are in field goal range. I mean, the Texans are in field goal range. There was no way that he was going to catch that ball on the sideline, but you get the Titans DB just running straight into the Texans receiver. And now they're inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line. So bad play there from that Texans DB basically gave them 3 points. Basically gave them 3 points. And if the Texans somehow get in the end zone here, the game is going to be over. And I'm going to go to watching 2 games. Mills throwing it short. They can't tackle the tight end. He's a yard short of a first down. 37 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Texans have 1 timeout left. 1 timeout left to go. 28 seconds, 27 seconds. 2nd and 1 coming up. Texans again. And that pass gets broken up there. So you got a 2nd and 1 that turns into a 3rd and 1. Texans still up 13-3. Literally at the, 7-yard line? Davis Mills threw the ball behind the wide receiver there. Would have been a touchdown. Hoping for a pick 6 because that's the only way I can see this Titans team coming back. Third and 1 here. Davis Mills has 4 wide receivers. And they hand it off, and he's going to go backwards. So the Texans are going to take their field goal here on 4th and 3 coming up. So Harold Landry in the backfield with another tackle for loss. He has, single-handedly kept this Titans defense in the game. So the Texans will kick this field goal. That'll probably make it 16-3. So not completely out of hand. Maybe Mason Rudolph can get some magic in the second half. Maybe we can get some magic there. Okay, so that game is pretty much over. That I would say the half is pretty much over, unless we get a missed field goal. Nothing really else going on. I'll let you know if he misses it. But it's looking like the Titans are going to go into the second half down 13-3 or 16-3. And the Titans head coach just iced the Texans kicker at the end of the half. So we'll see if he can make this for a second time. Brian Thomas Jr. for me has 7 fantasy points. Rico Dowdle has 6.7. Chase McLaughlin so far has 8 fantasy points for me. He's putting up a nice game so far. Zach Ertz and Terry McLaurin not doing much against me. So that's good. I wonder if they set Terry McLaurin. I wonder if they set him down. All right. So the Texans definitely just they just made that field goal. So they're down. They're up 16-3 on the Titans going into the half. The Pats hate us. I think the Pats might win this game though. Are the Bengals going to get in? What needs to happen for them to get in? Because I mean, obviously, as you know, as you all know, anybody that's watched me knows I'm an LSU fan. I root for the Bengals. Not as much obviously as the Giants, but I root for the Bengals because they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. So I would love to see them get into the playoffs. It'd make things a lot more entertaining. Also, I think Joe Burrow has had the best season out of any quarterback this year. And Jamar Chase has definitely had the best year out of any wide receiver. Let's see. How can they get in? How can they get in? So the Broncos, let's see. So the Broncos have to lose to the Chiefs, and the Broncos are playing the Chiefs backups, and the Dolphins have to lose or tie to the Jets. So if you want the Bengals in the playoffs, the Jets have to win. They have to win over the Dolphins, and the Chiefs backups have to beat the Broncos. Which is crazy because I guess they still don't want to get their guys hurt, but like the Chiefs and the Broncos are division rivals. And if the Broncos win, they're in the playoffs. Now, I just can't see, unless like the guy completely chokes, I can't see Bo Nix going out there and losing to the Chiefs backups. I just can't see that. I think individually, yeah. I mean, Lamar is sensational. He's amazing. I mean, you can make an argument that he's had a better season, but not really anybody else. Because when you look at Joe Burrow's numbers this year, let's see. I mean, let's see. He wrapped this season up 43-9, almost 5,000 yards, 108 quarterback rating. He had a 5 touchdown game, a 5 touchdown game, a 4 touchdown game. He's had literally from November to December 28th, from November 17th to December 28th, he had 3 touchdown games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight 3 touchdown games. 6 straight 3 touchdown games with his team's back against the wall. Meanwhile, his kicker has missed every clutch field goal. His defense has let him down over and over again. So he's played out of his mind. Played out of his mind. If you look at, I wish they show rushing stats too. Maybe they will. But Lamar Jackson, he's got, I think, 4,100 yards. So 4,172 for Lamar, 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's tough. That's tough. He might, yeah, he's probably had a better season than Joe Burrow. He's probably had a better season, but Joe Burrow would definitely be in second place. And I would say Joe Burrow has a worse team as far as the entirety of the team. Now, offense, Joe Burrow probably has more receiving weapons. Obviously, Lamar has some good receivers, some really good receivers, and also Mark Andrews. But Joe Burrow's defense is much, much worse than the Ravens defense. But yeah, Lamar at 41 and 4, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And then you got let's see. Let's look at Lamar rushing stats. Let's see if I can pull up the rushing numbers. So, Lamar Jackson 2024 rushing numbers. I got to scroll forever for this. 2024 915 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. So, 5,000 rushing yards. I mean, what am I talking about? 5,000 total yards, over 5,000 total yards for Lamar Jackson and 45 touchdowns. 4 interceptions. How many lost fumbles? How many lost fumbles did he have? He had 10 fumbles. Not sure how many he lost, though. Lamar fumbles a lot. Because he makes so many plays, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but he fumbles a lot. Like 12 his rookie year, 10 his junior year, and 11 last year, and 10 this year. Yeah, I mean, we all need a quarterback as great as Lamar Jackson. So while we got a little bit of time before we get out of the half, as I see him coming back, I'm gonna grab me some water. Didn't miss much. Like I said, straight off the bat, the Eagles take that kick back like 60 something yards or 51 yards. It is. So they're starting at the 40 something yard line. Here we go. Tanner McKee passing it off to Gainwell. Apparently, Penix is balling out. I'm gonna have to catch those highlights. I might throw that on if the Titans come out and keep playing bad football. Because there's probably no hope there. Probably no hope there. All right. Tanner McKee here on the 3rd and 4 against the Giants pass rush that they're hyping up right now. Yeah, I was a guy that wanted to take Penix at 6. I understood the Malik Neighbors pick, but I did want to take Penix at 6. And here the Eagles are running the ball on 3rd and 4, going nowhere. I don't know what that was about. It might have set us back 10 years, Jennifer. May have set us back 10 years. McKee throws what should have been an interception. Yeah, McKee is very limited. When things aren't clean, McKee gets confused. What's up, Carmelo? We got last week. Let's wrap it up the right way. Let's wrap it up the right way. And the right way is not getting a culture win, because the culture hasn't done anything for us. At least the culture of winning a game is meaningless and week 18 to lose us out on a pick. Cressley, if we had done that, we might be playing for a playoff spot right now. We might be playing for a playoff spot right now if we had gotten Penix and traded up for Brian Thomas. Yeah, we might be in the playoffs right now. BTJ was criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. Yeah, like I said, I'm in this 2-week fantasy thing. I can't stand it. 2-week fantasy championship. Now I'm playing against Jared Goff. I'm expecting him to either like put up like 40 points today, or just the Lions just who knows? Who knows? He might have a huge game today. Tony Pollard. He's got, let's see. Playing against Tony Pollard, he's got 2 points today. Justin Jefferson's going to play tonight. Terry McLaurin, I think they set so he could rest. Zach Ertz, I think they set him down so he could rest the rest of this game. Jordan Addison is going to play tonight. Commanders defense has 5 points. Tyler Bass is at 7 points. So hopefully we can get some stops and they can stop kicking field goals. You don't see the Shador hype? I think it's just the pocket presence, the fundamentals, the accuracy is really great. He's got a lot of really great things. He's usually on time. Here we go, Drew Lock. Get the ball to Malik Neighbors. Why are we throwing all these short stuff, man? Like, what is this obsession with Wan'Dale Robinson? Like, what's the obsession with Wan'Dale Robinson? Why can't we throw the ball to Malik Neighbors so I can win my fantasy? Like, why can't we get the ball to Malik Neighbors? And I'm frozen again. Why can't we get the ball to Malik Neighbors? Somebody should tell me that. 2nd and 6 here for Drew Lock. Pitch to Tracy. Tracy's cutting back with a nice run from Tracy. Look at him, man. Look at him go. Still moving. Across the 50, Tyrone Tracy with a nice run. Heck of a run. Yeah, Tracy with a nice run right there. Just just kept the legs moving. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Giants. Another handoff to Tracy, who's got some space. This time 7. Both the Texans and the Bills both driving. You said Neighbors took a decent hit. Is he playing? I don't, like I said, I had so many games up. I got these 3 games up, so I can't necessarily see everybody's number. Can't see everybody's number. But Malik's out there. So I mean, throw him the ball. There he goes. Catch right there from Malik. And he picks up a 1st down. I mean, we're not targeting Malik Neighbors. I mean, if he's out there, throw him the ball. It's one thing if he's hurt, sit him down. If he's hurt, I mean, screw my fantasy team. If Malik Neighbors is hurt, sit him down the rest of the year. Like, sit him down the rest of this game. It's a meaningless game. But if he's healthy, throw him the ball. The offense goes through Malik Neighbors. We saw that last week. Here we go. Drew Lock under center. Another handoff to Singletary, who cuts back again. And he's going to take 5. And the Titans again are going to punt. Oh my God, the Titans stink. Bills driving the ball. They're approaching the 30-yard line. Miss Trubisky with forever and a day to throw the ball, and they actually get some pressure and ends up having to throw it away. Titans have a decision to make. They're like 4th and inches on their own 35. So if they get it, they'll keep the drive moving. If not, they're giving up points pretty much. Play action for Drew Lock. Throwing it to Manhurts. So the Giants are moving this ball. And the Titans do pick up this 1st down. Is Jalen Hyatt still on the Giants? Yeah. Yeah, they hate Jalen Hyatt. He's not as good as you think he is, and they also hate him. They also hate him. I think Hunter will play like 75% one position and 25% another. Maybe in the playoffs, he'll play like 100 and 100. 1st and 10 for Drew Lock. Please throw the ball to Malik Neighbors for a touchdown. That would feed families. Wan'Dale Robinson is going to turn nothing into something. I'll tell you that much. Turn nothing into something there. Banks equals Prince. Prince was much better than Deontay Banks. Prince wasn't a dominant Pro Bowl corner, but he was a good corner. But he also did struggle to play the ball, but not as bad as Deontay Banks. I mean, that's horrible. Okay, so Wan'Dale Robinson off the field. Malik Neighbors still in there. Darius Slayton in there left. 2nd and 6 here. I wonder if the Giants are just going to run it. Malik Neighbors in motion. He's got the ball and he drops it. They're calling that an incomplete pass. So Malik, instead of giving me that extra point, drops the ball. So right now I have a 30-point lead? 30-point lead in fantasy. Listen, I cannot afford to give this up. I just can't. Like, I can't, because I thought I won last week. Here we go. Mason Rudolph on 3rd down, throwing it short, and they're going to pick up this 1st down. The Titans will, and they are officially in Texans territory. Down 16-3 still, but Drew Lock throws it to Neighbors. I appreciate that, the initiative to get it to Malik Neighbors, but he's short, and Brian Day was keeping the offense out there, and now he's sitting out the field. Brian Dable, man, what a guy. So Malik gets another catch. But so Malik Neighbors is gonna keep that ball. He's got the 108th catch, so he's the Giants, the leader in Giants catches all time. And it looks like he's hurt. So let's see if he'll sit down after getting the record, or if he'll come back out there again. We'll find out. He's kind of limping around, so that may be wraps for him doing something for my fantasy championship. But hopefully he's okay. How the hell did they pull the Colts are really bad. I don't think people understand how bad the Colts are. Like the Colts are horrible. And I wasn't even paying attention. And we make that field goal right there. Okay, Jennifer said it. We're 10-3. So we made the field goal right there, but the Colts are really bad. Like the Colts stink. They stacked the box the entire day and they made no adjustments. They just played straight man coverage. So here we are, the Titans, 1st and 10. Yeah, they should pay Slayton. I agree. Hand off to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard's got the edge. Please, I don't need Tony Pollard scoring because I'm playing against him in fantasy. But if someone else can score, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful if someone else could score. That would be beautiful. But I do think they should bring back Slayton because it makes a lot of sense. Why not have a vet receiver that is a good player that can stretch the field, that can also be an intermediate guy? He should not be that expensive. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Pollard again, and Pollard this time is going to go nowhere. He's going to pick up like 2. So this will be a 3rd and 4 or 5 coming up inside the 10-yard line for the Titans. Shane Dable goes 6-11 next year as Cousins gets hurt and Tommy Cutlets loses every game. Hopefully Tommy DeVito is no longer on this team next year. I hope. I don't really wish him to be unemployed, but I think we need a fresh start. Mason Rudolph under pressure. Mason Rudolph is going to take a sack. So the Titans were inside the 10-yard line and he took a sack. So now they're at the 18 and they are down 16-3. They could very well be. Oh my gosh. The Titans just stink. Let's just put it that way. They stink. So they're going to kick a field goal. Hopefully they make it and they end up being down 6-16, make it a 10-point game, another 2-possession game. Yeah, Giants are the all-time. Malik Neighbors is the all-time leader in receptions for a season. We'll see, like I said, if they sit him down for the rest of the game or not. But I'd love to see him get a couple more chances just for his sake. Just to see if he can get to what I think he can still get to 1,200 yards. And then also, my fantasy team, man. And I think he's got 6 touchdowns this season. So, we could still extend that too. And you got a missed tackle from the Giants, and he'll go down. Just let's see. Just around the 30. Yeah, Slayton is a much, 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 much better player than Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt has the speed of like 1,000 cheetahs, but at the same time, his positioning is so bad. So bad. So Malik Neighbors is tied with Brock Bowers right now. I'm assuming Brock Bowers is going to have like 120 catches because they forced that dude the ball crazy. So here we go. Tanner McKee throwing it short, and it got batted, and it's luckily not intercepted. Yeah, I mean, Shane literally traded up for it's crazy. Shane traded that pick, and it just goes to show you how how unorganized this team has been. Like so unorganized. Like obviously we didn't have a plan for him. Or maybe he's just been so bad at like whatever, you know? Maybe he's just been that bad. Handoff for McKee and the Eagles. They pick up a quick 4. Meanwhile, the Bills are charging towards the end zone. It looks like the Bills are going to go down and score here and take the lead. That's what it's looking like. Um, Probably as far as my fantasy reasons go, it probably makes better sense fantasy wise for the Bills to not to score a touchdown because I'm playing against their kicker. But if the Titans can win this game, I'd be happy. Kayvon Thibodeau padding the stats there. Slayton to the Eagles next year. Slayton would have so much fun. If he was their wide receiver 3, I'm telling you, if Slayton was the wide receiver 3 for the Eagles, you'd have Devontae Smith in the slot, AJ Brown on one side, Slayton on the other side. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, the Bills just scored. The Bills are up 17-14 now. So let's see if Joe Milton can get something done. Smith Marset just got laid down by Keely Ringo, the best gunner. If you could like draw up what the perfect gunner would be, it'd be Keely Ringo. I don't know how good he's been in coverage as a corner, but as a gunner, I would love to have that dude on my team. Like 6'4", runs a 4.2 something. Like the dude is amazing. I don't even know what he ran, but if you take a look at the film, the dude is fast. Ringo. What was his 40? 4.36. So fast. What was the height? 6'2". Yeah, 6'2", 4'3". I mean, that's exactly what you would want out of a gunner. And a corner. Davis Mills just threw a dot. And you got a drop right there. Luckily. But the Titans have the Texans here on 3rd down. Hopefully they can get the ball back and score a touchdown. That'd be beautiful. But I still think it's kind of a tall task expecting the Titans to come back from this 16-6 deficit, but not unheard of. If they can get a stop right here, that'll go a long way. So here we are, Davis Mills, 3rd and 7 in his own territory, throwing it short, and the Texans pick it up, and they're around midfield. So another failed 3rd down stop by the Titans. Yep, Neighbors is now the most catches in a year for a Giants receiver. Gettleman gave up Devontae. Yeah. And then listen, then we had a chance to take Michael Parsons, and we decided to trade back and take Kadarius Toney. And they said, "Oh no, but it's okay because we got Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal next year." Davis Mills is just carving up the Titans secondary. I just don't see any way that they can come out with the win. Like he's just carving them up. Yeah, and it's like one of those things where it's like, can you blame Joe Sheen for taking them? No, you really can't because those were consensus guys. But at the same time, I mean, somebody has to be blamed for it. Whether they were consensus top 10 picks or not, somebody's got to be blamed for it. Tracy. Hyatt in the game. Malik Neighbors on the sideline. He's done. He's done today. So that's it for Malik Neighbors, probably. Yeah, that was it. So that's it for me as far as Malik Neighbors on my fantasy team, but at least he got me some points. Second and 7 for Drew Lock. And Wando Robinson is going to lose some yardage there. Um, Meanwhile, the Texans, man, they are just driving down the field so easily. It's frustrating to watch. It's crazy that Malik Neighbors and Brock Bowers both have broken the rookie record. Like they both broke the rookie record, and Malik Neighbors broke the single season Giants record. So 3rd and 11 here from Drew Lock. I mean, I have no more fantasy interest in this game, but I mean, at this point, I just have to root against them. Yeah, it's like, is it a coaching issue? Like, is it a coaching issue? Because that could be how do both of those players miss? Consensus like top 5 level players. How did both of those guys miss? So I need Brian Thomas Jr. to make something happen today then. If he's not gonna do something, I need Brian Thomas Jr. to do something. What's messed up for me is like the guy that I'm playing against, he had Derrick Henry, who got put up 30 points yesterday. Um, and then he's got Jared Goff and Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. So like those guys are playing in a meaningful game. Like they're playing in a meaningful game tonight. So that really scares me. Um, if I can get a quiet game from any of those 3 players, and I can just get Sam Darnold, who's going to be throwing him the ball. Like if he can just throw a ball to TJ Hawkinson, because I got him playing, I got Aaron Jones. If one of Sam Darnold's touchdowns can go to Aaron Jones or TJ Hawkinson, I should be fine. And you would think even if he goes crazy and throws it to Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, I would still be fine because I would be getting all of the points that those guys would be getting, besides the PPR stuff. So hopefully I can hold on. Um, that may get me the win. The fact that I have the quarterback that's throwing his 2 receivers the ball. Zach Ertz here just scored a touchdown. That's not fun. So yeah, pull Zach Ertz out of the game, man. Like, why do we need Zach Ertz in the game? Are the Commanders even playing for anything? Like, are they even playing for anything here? They're treating this like a playoff game. That's so stupid. Okay, so they can lock up the number 6 seed instead of the 7 seed. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know if he had bad work habits. He looks like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's fooled me, but he just seems like a guy that works hard. He just seems like he's not good. Meanwhile, Milton to Jerome Baker for a first down. The Texans are back in the red zone again. Yeah, the Titans are cooked. They're done. They're done. Like they are just done. They're finished. Like I mean, I don't even think that, like, they're just bad. Shane does look like an accountant. He looks like the final boss. Like Gettleman was like a used car salesman. Um, I would say Shane is probably the guy that is that like after you talk to the lead car salesman, Gettleman is the guy that Shane is the guy that comes out and is like doing all the final paperwork and stuff. Like he's the final boss as far as the car dealership. Did he just fumble? Yeah. Davis Mills just took a mad dash at the goal line, reached across, fumbled, and they recovered it. Oh no, he just was down. Eagles are just kind of just cruising to this victory. Like the Giants offense isn't gonna do anything without Malik Neighbors. Whoa, Joe Milton picks up a first down here on 3rd and 9. If anything, he's a yard. They got a horrible spot. They're gonna call him a yard short, but Joe Milton picked up that first down. Oh, they're calling it first down. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The final boss is the Rock. Saquon said he still loves the Giants and he didn't want to disrespect Mr. Mayor. Whatever, man. Just stand like people like Saquon. Just stand on it. You're on the Eagles. You're not supposed to like the Giants. Here we go. 3rd, 2nd, and 6 for the Eagles and another first down. They're driving. And the Texans are going to kick another field goal, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Going up 19-6 is going to wrap this game up for the Titans. And Tanner McKee picks up another first down. Just easy stuff right now. Yeah, the highest we're getting is 3. The Titans are not coming back from this 10-point lead, about to be 13-point lead in the 4th quarter. They just don't have the firepower. But Joe Milton is putting on a pretty nice drive right now for the Patriots. Whoa. The Texans just went for it on 4th down, and the Titans are going to take over. The Titans are going to take over here on 4th down. As the Texans weren't able to score, so it's a 10-point game. About 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. So if the Titans can put together a drive, about a minute left in the 3rd quarter, but if the Titans can put together a drive, then we be in business. They be in business. I think that's Chapman. Elijah Chapman is coming out of the game from an injury, so hopefully he's going to be okay. Shout out to Justin Boyce for the $2 super chat. He says we're 1 win away. Yeah, we're 1 win away from ruining everything. But man, if we could just get the Titans to come back here and the Patriots to get back in the lead, that'd be great. That'd be great. Looks like the Patriots are going to do it for us. It's just looking like it. But the Titans, I mean, they're playing bad football. You thought it was kind of fake. It could be, it could be. I think he's a good person. I think he's a good dude. But, of course, like it gets to a certain point where, of course, you're trying to be PC. You're trying not to ruffle any feathers. He conducts himself, as people say, like a franchise quarterback. And there's Joe Milton taking off again. He's picking up 5. He's in Bills territory. All right. So they're on commercial. Titans are on commercial. The Patriots are still down 2 points, 16-14. And you get a play action. Joe Milton's got to get rid of it. And he throws a laser. Oh my gosh. Joe Milton just threw a laser going left across his body for a first down. Milton, I mean, that is a dot. Got hit as he threw, put it right where it needed to be in traffic. Yeah, Milton is playing good football. Milton is playing good football. Here we go. Joe Milton here on 1st and 10. And another short throw to Kayshon Boutte, who got hit late and there's no flag. And meanwhile, the Titans are trying to snap this ball here from their 1-inch yard line almost. And Will Levis is back in the game. The Titans are tanking. They just keep putting in Will Levis and taking out Will Levis and putting them in and taking them out. They're tanking. What's going on? Big Blue in the Bronx in the building. He says, "What up, Diggy? You want the Pats to win or lose?" So I don't really care either way. I would say I would want to have the highest draft pick either way. Milton, dot. Oh my gosh, I want us to go get Joe Milton. That's what I want us to do. I'm partially joking, but I want us to get Joe Milton because this dude is playing good football right now. I mean, his ball placement is much better than I would expect. Much better than I would expect right now. Shout out to Justin Boyce for the $5 super chat. He says, "Not sure I'm up for trading up in this draft. I only want Cam. What do you think about Milton? Do you think we can get him for a fourth?" I'd inquire about that. I would inquire about that. I really would. I think McCarthy may be on the table. Milton may be on the table. But I think what's most likely is we go after a guy like Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. If we go after Kirk Cousins, I don't know what to do. Milton with time, and he throws another. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This dude Milton is a beast. The ball was just a hair out of bounds, but this dude running left again just throws a dot. Just threw a dot. And meanwhile, the Eagles just scored a touchdown, taking care of business. So we're not going to fall down to 9. Also, the Giants have benched Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, Milton threw a dot, but the guy just couldn't catch it. That was an amazing throw, though. And this is like the 4th amazing throw that I've seen from Milton. Just like a little over a half of watching them. What are the Eagles at now? What, 17? If they can make this field goal here, this extra point. Yeah, the game's over. That's so unfortunate because Milton threw a rainbow going left, and that should have been enough. Like that should have been a touchdown, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Unfortunately, his receiver couldn't get his feet down, couldn't catch the ball. Oh man, 147 left in the third quarter. Patriots down 14-16. Milton coming back out for 3rd and long. Shout out to Justin Boyce again for the $2 super chat. He says, "I'd rather go Milton than Russell Fields." I would love that too, but who knows if they'll even get rid of him. I mean, obviously they want to go forward with Drake May. He's looked good, so maybe they would entertain it. I wonder what they take for him. I don't know where they drafted him last year, so that'll play a part. But they got to see themselves eventually trading him. So here on 3rd and 16, Milton in the shotgun, throwing it short, and they're just going to take the field goal to go up 17-16. They're going to probably try to go up 17-16 on the Bills. It'll be a 1-point lead. About a minute left in the third quarter. And basically a brand new game going into the fourth quarter. Yeah, Cousins backup DeVito, and Jackson Dart as a project. Uh, I think in that situation, Jackson Dart plays in like 4 weeks. All right. So the kick is good from the Pats. 17-16. Patriots back up. Gerard Mayo has already got his quarterback, so no reason for him to lose this game. Yeah, Milton was a 6th round pick. So yeah, if they get a four for him after a year, I think they would I think they'd be happy about that. I think they'd definitely be happy about that. Meanwhile, Zach Ertz is oh my gosh, Zach Ertz is just making it hurt. I'm playing against him and he just won't come out of the game, man. Like, get out of the game. Get out of the game. There's no reason for you to continue to catch the ball. Luckily, McLaurin, I think, is out of the game. He's resting, or he's just not able to get open because of the ankle injury. But I am up about 25 points right now, and like I said, only tonight's game is gonna be able to get this done. I'm so annoyed because I benched Brees Hall, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. I benched Brees Hall for Rico Dowdle. He's got 8 points. Rico Dowdle does. Brees Hall has been struggling lately, and the Dolphins actually stopped the run well. But hopefully I can pull that out. Giants are going to get the ball back here, 17-3. Drew Lock is just going to play this out. Shout out to Justin Boyce again for the $2 super chat. He says Milton was a 6th-round pick, and yeah. Again, if we can get him for a 4, I would take that. I'd take him, and I would still take a quarterback and just see how it goes. Just see how it goes. Another guy I like is Tyler Shuck. He's going to probably go in the 6th round, 5th or 6th round, because he has had injury after injury after injury after injury, and we'll see. We'll see how he does as far as the combine goes. They've been calling him as like not non-athletic, but I saw the guy take off, run for 40 yards a couple of times. He's got the strongest arm in the draft. He's about 6'5", 230. So I want to get 2 new quarterbacks in here. 2 new quarterbacks in here. We got to start some type of pipeline of developing young quarterbacks. And who knows if Brian Day was the right guy for it. Here's Wandale padding his stats. Thank you, Giants. Go Birds. Thank you, because we did not want to win this game either. We did not want to win this game either. Pat's about to kick this ball off back to the Bills. Hopefully we can get a Pat's win. Hopefully we can get a turnover here from the Bills. All right. So Buffalo coming back out there, and they put Mike White. Mike White's in the game for Buffalo. So I expect this Buffalo offense to kind of taper off. I expect them to taper off here. Mike White in the game, no bueno. He's not good. Here we go. Handoff from Will Levis. 4-yard. Mitch Trubisky's out of the game now. They got Mike White in there. Look at Will Levis. Will Levis is such a joke, man. The guy is Fortnite emoting in the game. He's out there doing this. Like, he's out there. The guy is crazy. I mean, Will Levis is not a real person at all. And they just fumbled the ball, and they're about to give up a touchdown. I cannot believe this. I cannot. The Titans have any chance they had it coming back is gone. Any chance they had it coming back is gone. Will Levis just fumbled the ball after the guy was celebrating like a banshee. The guy's out there doing this, and he just fumbles the ball the next play, and they take it back, and now it's 22-6. The game's over. The game's over. And it wasn't even Will Levis that fumbled. He tried to hand it off to a running back, and the ball just popped up in the air. So the Giants are not getting the second pick by any stretch of it, by any means. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. Yeah, I mean, if they like Jackson Dart, the more I watch Jackson Dart's tape, the more I kind of like him as a quarterback. The closer that gap gets between him and the other guys. So we'll see what the actual NFL guys think. We'll see what they think. But out of out of the guys that I've graded so far at quarterback, on a 5-point scale so far, I have Shador, Cam, pretty close to him, and just by my scoring system, I have Jackson Dart behind a couple of other guys. And this is just on the scoring system. This isn't like where I actually have him ranked. Is just by the stats or the traits that I think are most important in a quarterback prospect is how I graded this. And just on those things, not counting other things like intangibles, clutchness. He's what is he, fourth, fifth? So right now I have Milrow, and I obviously don't think Milrow's a better quarterback right now. But just on things like arm strength, big playability, I have him ranked over Jackson Dart. But if you ask me, just like my actual opinion and not just some of this work I've done, I have Jackson Dart in third place. So I'm adding more and more categories for evaluating these guys as we go. But for now, I would say I have him somewhere between 3 and 4. And it also depends if Drew Allard comes out. Shout out to Justin Boyce for the $5 super chat. He says, if you could put your hand on the scales, how would you want the draft to go? I would want them to take a quarterback one, whoever's there, and or whatever. Maybe the Patriots aren't going to do it now. So if they win, they're not going to be ahead of us. So they're not going to be trading us a pick. So I mean, hopefully Travis Hunter goes one. Another team, he takes a quarterback, and then we get another quarterback. I'm fine with that. What just happened right there at the bottom? Neighbors just scored a touchdown? Whoa. I just missed that. I was just looking at something else. I was thinking Neighbors was done for today. Well, listen, I'll take it. I needed that. 17 points for Neighbors. Bouncing the scales out for me. I just looked down and saw Neighbors just stretching the ball out. 45 yards. Wow. That's nuts. That is nuts. I completely missed that. I'm sick. I don't think they're going to mess it up. I think the defense is going to do their job and continue to allow them to go down the field. But that's what I needed for my fantasy team is a carry from Malik Neighbors that goes for a touchdown. I also need Brian Thomas to make something happen, man. I did not notice that was happening by Malik. Maybe it's time for DeVito. So I didn't even see that play. All I saw was him putting the ball across the pylon. Okay, so that was a catch. 64 yards today from Malik Neighbors, 5 catches and a touchdown. He was projected to have 17.4 fantasy points today, and he had 17.4 fantasy points. Cleveland will trade out Jets to be watched. Do you think I don't know if Cleveland will trade out. I'm not sure. I think for the right price, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what Will Levis is doing out there, but it's not good. I'll tell you that much. And it looks like Mason Root. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They just keep swapping the quarterbacks in and out, but none of it is good there in Tennessee. So I thought Malik Neighbors was out of the game. I looked away. Apparently, he came out and scored a touchdown. I'll update the score here now. The funny thing is, if Malik Neighbors didn't miss those games, he could very well have the rushing. He would very well have a reception record. He could very well actually have the reception record if he didn't miss those games, like the actual league wide rookie, non-rookie reception record. Yeah, the Titans they're just bad. Will Levis is such a bad quarterback as he throws a nice throw on the sideline, but either way, I mean, they're not coming back from this deficit. I'm gonna have to look that play up because they haven't shown it yet. First down for Tanner McKee. Shipley is going nowhere. All right, let me see that play. Luck. Neighbors catches that, makes a guy miss. Wow. Yeah, nice throw there. That's a nice play. That's a nice play from Drew Lock and Malik Neighbors. No, I'm saying he could have had the actual record. Like if he didn't miss those games, he would have had the actual record for all receivers. And here goes Deontay Banks breaking up. Come on now. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Rest in peace to Tiger Best though. That was crazy. That was crazy. And Malik grew up with Jack Best and Tiger Best, and that's just sad what happened. Tanner McKee is getting sacked. Oh my gosh. So with 9 minutes left, Thibodeau. So Thibodeau's back in. They benched some guys and then they just took them off the bench. They benched some guys, but they just took them off the bench. You said they're about to pick 10. Yeah, the lowest they can pick is 9. But even then, I think the lowest they can pick is probably 8. Because I think a bunch of teams have to win. But I think we're fine. Meanwhile, the Pats just picked up a first down. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this Titans game because that game is over. That way, I can see these other two games easier. Yeah, Vegas called. That's all that happened. The spread was 3 points. Spread was 3 points. So, so here we are. Handoff here from the Pats. They're going to be a yard short of a first down. And here I am frozen again, contemplating. Frozen, just contemplating life, just contemplating right there. Yeah, I might throw that up for you. I might throw that score up. If so, then I mean I'm gonna have to do it in real time. Um, let me see if I can get that up. Why am I frozen again? I just reset it. Give me a couple minutes, man, at least before you go out there and before you go out there and just yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I had the mute on, but of course the camera's still acting crazy. But I'm getting ready to share this screen. I'm trying to figure out how to do it here on Restream. Share screen. Here we go. Another first down. Keyshawn Butte in the open field. That's the kind of guy we're looking for. Keyshawn is over 100 yards. That dude is a dog. I told y'all. I told a lot of people he was a dog. Okay, let's see if I can share this screen here. Why are we not getting? I mean, come on now. Like, why am I not able to share? Okay. Hopefully, you all are able to see that now. We're going to do it this way. Let's see. Let me know if you all can see that score or if I should just go 50-50 right here. Restream is very interesting. That's Restream is definitely interesting. Definitely, the Giants sent me all my equipment. Joe Milton is going to take this sack right here, and they actually let him throw that away. I don't even think it's a reboot thing, man. I think, like I said, this Canon software is so broken. I'm gonna have to probably just get a capture card because the Canon software has always been an issue. It's always been an issue. Good for now. So now you all can see the Patriot score. Let's see. Joe Milton here on 3rd and goal, almost all the way back at the 30. Please do not take a sack here. And now we got a holding penalty. And the dude is going to take the sack here. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, oh my gosh. Drew Lock just got Wandale laid out. But Joe Milton just did some Patrick Mahomes stuff. Joe Milton just did some crazy Pat Mahomes stuff. Oh my gosh, he made like 5 people miss, and and it didn't count because of holding, but that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That was completely ridiculous right there. And the fact that when he delivered that ball, it was as accurate as it was is nuts. And then it was a rifle in there. That is nuts. So back here on 3rd and goal, they're going back 10 yards. Drew Lock also stepping up in the pocket, throwing the ball away. So the Giants are here on 4th and 7. They'll have to punt. Joe Milton this time, I think around the 30 something. Let's see where he is. Oh, they called that a drop. So it's a 4th and goal. Okay, so they called that a drop and not they declined the holding penalty. So the Patriots are going to kick a field goal here to go up 20-16 to make it a 4-point game, to make it a 1 touchdown game. The Bills have Mike White in the game, so I don't expect them to score a touchdown today. Not another one. And it looks like the Giants just kicked a field goal. And the Pats put it right down the middle. So it looks like the Giants just scored a field goal, if I'm looking at that right. And the Pats did too. So Pats up 20-16. Giants trailing 17-13. See if I can fix this score. Okay. 13-17. I think the Eagles can hold on. I think they can hold on. 53 yarders just looks so much easier to grab, you know. That's what's funny. That one like barely scraped through. Imagine if the Titans were coming back right now after I just rage quit their game. I doubt it. 7 minutes. Oh boy, you're absolutely right, Jennifer. We just need any points. If we can get any points on this drive from Tanner McKee, I'd be delighted. Apparently, I'm going to enjoy watching this game later. The Panthers and the Falcons are just battling it out. So Atlanta is this win away from clinching the playoffs. So Penix is playing for a playoff spot. Meanwhile, the Eagles are in handing it off to Kenneth Gainwell. But the Eagles are here with 7 minutes left. If they can run some clock, kick a field goal, they'll win the game. They got the whole offensive line on the sideline for the Eagles. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Tanner McKee in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers left, 1 wide receiver right. McKee throwing it short. Got a lot of time to make up. And Gainwell is going to be about a yard short of a first down. Yeah, that Panthers Falcons game, it looks like they're going back and forth. Do I think the Eagles will lose their first playoff game? I wouldn't put it past them because Jalen Hurts hasn't played, and it's going to be 3 weeks that he hasn't played almost. So that's something. He might be rusty. He may make a couple mistakes, but if they can get to running the ball, I mean, nobody's going to be able to stop them running the ball. Eagles running the tush push, and he's got it. He easily picked that up. They just let that play just go on and on and on, didn't blow the whistle, and he eventually picked it up. Here we are. Let's see. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Like I said, they just got to run some clock, and we should be good. They can run some clock and kick a field goal. We're good. Bills hand off to who knows who. McKee throws it short, throws it too low. That's not what we need is an incomplete pass. We did not need a short pass, incomplete. I just want to keep that clock running as much as possible. As much as possible. Because a touchdown on the last drive for the Giants wins the game, and that upsets me. Bills aren't going anywhere. They're losing 2 yards right there. Patriots doing their job. And they're going to be 2 yards short of a first down again here on 3rd down. Right around the 50. Right around the 50. 5 minutes left to go in the game. They pick this next first down up. They'll take it probably down to around 3 minutes before we'd even get the ball back. But hopefully the Eagles can ice this game and just go ahead and get in the end zone. This is a 3rd and 3, so I don't think they'll go to the tush push. Handoff here, and he picks it up. That was a horrible run from the wide receiver that got that ball there on that end around or that kind of handoff. That was horrible. That was like horrible. A horrible run, but he still picked it up. Neither Shane or Dable are getting fired at this point, I don't think. Cordell Flott is hurt. I just hate just all of the piece. Like, why do we have to do the PC stuff? Like, I don't care about Saquon saying who on the offense. Of course, he's going to say that. Like, we get it. Saquon's a humble guy. We get it. You know, he's going to give credit to his offensive line. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't run for 2,000 yards just by being a good running back, unless you're Adrian Peterson. Other than that, I mean, have you seen the holes that are there for Saquon Barkley? I mean, of course he's asking about the offensive line. They're making it seem like he's doing something that nobody's ever done before. All right. Eagles 1st and 10. I formation, actually. 2 wide receivers. Another handoff. Gainwell trying to get the edge, and he's going nowhere. He's going to lose 4 yards. I don't know what the Falcons are doing. I'm not seeing that game, but I'd imagine it's stupid. Some guy named Garcia is playing on the defensive line for us, stopping the run. Isn't that something? 2nd and 7 here for the Bills, right around the 50-yard line, down by 4, a pitch, and it looking like he's going to go nowhere. So this will be a 3rd and 5 here for the Bills against the Patriots. Miles White is going to have to make a throw on 3rd down and pick that up. Don't have faith in that. So hopefully the Patriots can bring it home. 2nd and 14 for the Eagles. Dumping it off. Gainwell, for some reason, ran backwards instead of just going upfield. This will make this a 3rd and long. 2:45 left, 2:44, 2:43. If they can just get in the field goal range here, this will be beautiful. If they can just get in the field goal range, kick that, it'll be great. All right. Patriots just broke it up. They're doing the seatbelt celebration. 5 minutes left to go. And the Patriots are up 4 points on the Buffalo Bills. Giants are crowding the line of scrimmage here on 3rd and 11. Tanner McKee back there by himself, or actually got the running back there. And he's fired in there, and he'll be short. Way short. So the Eagles are going to kick this deep, and hopefully Drew Lock doesn't do anything stupid. 2-minute warning left. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Hopefully Drew Lock doesn't do anything stupid. Mike White here going for it on 4th and 5, and they're not going to get it. That was dumb by the Bills. The Patriots taking over here, and now a fight breaks out. Yeah, if we have a 2-minute game-winning drive, I mean, that's like the equivalent of Drew Lock just throwing up the middle finger. Oh my gosh, this is like crazy. Like we better not come back. We better not have a walk off touchdown drive. Like if Drew Lock goes down the field and scores a touchdown and walks off, and like I wouldn't even be surprised if Eagles fans were just like sitting up cheering, like yelling at the top of their lungs, cheering for Drew Lock because they know he just screwed up our draft position. Yeah, hopefully Drew Lock throws a pick. Like we need that Drew Lock back. The efficient, I mean, we don't need this efficient Tommy DeVito Drew Lock. Now, if you do come back Drew Lock and you're going to be throwing the ball, at least throw it to Malik Neighbors. Let him feed my fantasy team some more. 11 straight years the Eagles have beat the Giants at home. 11 straight years. Wouldn't it be fitting for the Giants to win this game in a game that hurts them? Finally. Like in a game that hurts them, they go out and like, hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway, 4th and 3 coming up for the Eagles. They're not punting it. 4th and 3. Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee looking like he may just be trying to get the Giants to jump. And he did. And he did. Yeah. Yes, he jumped. Boogie Basham, your check is in the mail. Boogie Basham, your check is in the mail. Milton taking a shot. Milton, oh my gosh. That was off the mark, but all right. Kenneth Gainwell going nowhere. That's ball game. They should be able to run out the clock now. Giants taking their first time out. Michael Penix with another touchdown. Oh my gosh. Boogie Basham, the check is in the mail. Thank you for jumping off sides. We needed that in the worst way. 2nd and 11 coming up. 2nd and 11 coming up. Meanwhile, it looks like the Pats are doing the same. Looks like they'll just run this clock out. 4:38 left. The Pats here on 3rd and 8. Milton is empty set. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's making something happen. He's moving. He's grooving. He's throwing it on the run, and he overshoots the guy. He's losing some of the magic. He's losing some of the magic. Not that these are bad plays. He's just not making the amazing throws. I don't know why Tanner McKee just missed that throw. Come on now. Come on now. Like, there's nobody can tell me that Tanner McKee didn't throw that in the dirt on purpose. Third and 11 here. We'll see if they just run it or if they actually try to throw for this first down. All they need is about 6 yards to try to get in the field goal range. And the play clock just ran out. Are you kidding me? Okay, so Sirianni took a timeout. Meanwhile, the Bills have the ball at around the 15-yard line. If they want to win this game, they got 4 minutes to go. What, 85 yards? Dallas is at 19 points. Wow. Rico Dowdle. Yeah, give me some points. Let's go. Rico Dowdle. All right. Third and 11. All they got to do is get about 6-7 yards out of this third and 11, and they'll be in field goal range. And that'll make this at least a touchdown game. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. 6-7 yards. And he got out of bounds, though. Why did he go out of bounds? Unnecessary roughness. Kayvon, the check is in the mail. Kayvon, the check is in the mail. The check is in the mail, Kayvon. The check is in the mail. Kayvon with a dumb penalty right on time. This is beautiful stuff. This is beautiful stuff here. And the meanwhile, the Bills just went 3 and out again. 3 minutes left to go. The Bills just couldn't convert on third down. They're going to have to punt again. Handoff here to Gainwell. He's going backwards, but it doesn't matter. The Giants take their last time out. 1:42 left in the game. The Eagles are severely in field goal range now. Yeah, 100-year anniversary. 100-year anniversary, the worst team in his franchise history. That's just fitting, isn't it? Pats just had a big return, too. Pats are about to wrap this up with 3 minutes left. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be sitting around number 3. I haven't even glanced at the Titans game. I doubt they made a miraculous comeback. 2nd and 11. Eagles are going to run this. They got the edge. Gainwell keeping the legs moving. Giants are fighting still. I don't know. Giants still fighting, man. Like, they're trying to fight. There's somebody trying to fight Kennard. Tackle out of, I think he went to Kentucky or something. Patriots on first down. They're moving the ball. 3 minutes left to go in the Pats game. It looks like the Bills maybe just took a timeout. Yeah, Tennessee's done. Tennessee's done. Yeah, I think both quarterbacks are going to be gone. Um, the Pats aren't going to. Yeah, I hope I never, ever, ever have to root for the Giants to lose again. I hope that never happens again. Third and 7 for the Eagles. I wonder if they'll run this or if they'll throw the ball. And they'll run it. Gainwell cutting outside. And he can't get outside. So 14. From the 14, the Eagles will run this clock all the way down. And the Giants will have about 50 something seconds and no timeouts. And here I am frozen again, right on time. Yes, I mean, it's possible that one of those two picks just aren't a quarterback. Big Blue in the Bronx was here a little bit earlier. He was asking if I would want the Patriots to lose so they could have the first pick still. But I mean, you never know. Like, I'd rather have the highest pick possible. I'd rather have the highest pick possible. Shout out to Kefla for the $5 super chat. They say, how do you determine where you sit in the draft? Because Google says the Giants sit at 3. They'll be at 3. If everything plays out how it's looking now, with the Patriots up 4 points right now, and the Giants about to be down a touchdown with 47 seconds left to go and no timeouts. If this plays out, the Giants will be number 3. There's no math that needs to be done right there. The Giants will be number 3. The Titans are losing right now. I think they have a weaker strength of schedule than us. The Browns have a weaker strength of schedule. So, yeah, we have the highest strength of schedule out of those teams. So, we're going to be picking number 3. If you ever want to check just on a regular day, I mean, you can go on a site called tankathon.com and that'll show you. But it's looking like everything's wrapped up. Let's see if Malik Neighbors is going to put his helmet on and come out. He just took his hat off, so maybe he's going to get up and play. Like I said, I can always use more points from Malik Neighbors. I can always use the points on my fantasy team. Yeah, if both quarterbacks are gone, just take Travis Hunter. If you absolutely need to get a quarterback, I think it'll be on the table for you to get Jackson Dart. Like I said, maybe if Drew Allard comes out this year, if he has a nice college playoff, then maybe you can look at exploring taking Drew Allard because he has a lot of great tools. I mean, he's not as fast as Josh Allen, but he's got the same build as Josh Allen. He's got this, not the same arm, but a similar arm. He's like a Josh Allen, like 85, 90%. Not to say that anybody's going to be anybody, but he has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Real agile quarterback for his size, 6'5", 240 something. If he comes out, I'd be interested. And depending on how he does, like I said, this college football playoffs, he could possibly move up. But he does a lot of dumb stuff, makes a lot of stupid mistakes. Drew Lock throwing it short. Daniel Bellinger out of bounds. Daniel Bellinger still hasn't dropped a pass. Every single time he's been thrown to, he's caught the pass. I would take Dart over Milroe 10 times out of 10. That's just me. A lot of people want to take Milroe They want to take Milrow because of the athletic ability and arm strength. I can understand that, but I just think Dart is much better. And I think Milrow just announced that he's coming out. I don't think he should have done that. I think he should have gone back to college for another year. But also, he could go back and embarrass himself and lose out on money. So, Lock instantly under pressure. Tyrone Tracy. That's Eric Gray is going to go out of bounds there, a yard short. Malik Neighbors on the sideline with his helmet on. So Malik Neighbors is out there first down, not on second down, not out there on third down, still has his helmet on. It's looking like if he comes out there, and let's see. Lock taking a shot, wide open guy, and he sails it. Hyatt was open and he just sailed it. And that's ball game. That is the end of the season for the Giants. Fitting that it ends with the Eagles, but here we go. That's ball game. Third overall pick is pretty much locked in. Patriots just kicked a field goal, so they just went up 16-23. 155 left. Everybody, direct your attention. Direct your attention to the Patriots and Bills game now, because that is going to determine the pick. Oh yeah, the Colts stink. They're horrible. The Colts, like they're horrible. Like they stink. Like they like the Colts played their game plan against us was so bad. It was so bad. Ultimately, they helped me win my fantasy championship. It's looking like I'll probably win. It ultimately looked like they helped me do that, but at the same time, like they ruined our chance at the first pick. Right now, I'm up 50 points in fantasy. I'm up 50 points. Rico Dowdle got 16 points for me. Malik Neighbors got 17. Brian Thomas got 14. Jamar Chase, of course, had 25 points. Ravens defense got me 17 points. I think I'm good. Let's see. There's a minute left, and Terry McLaurin is playing. Man, come on now. I thought he was resting. The Bills tried to return this kick, and they'll go down at the 28-yard line. This is a what? Miles White is going to have to go the length of the field almost. What, 70 yards? 70 yards to score a touchdown and take the lead and win. Yeah, Gus Bradley stinks. Like that defense was so bad. So, like I said, it's all up to these last couple of plays here. The Bills have one timeout, no timeouts, it looks like. But 147, Mike White. He's under pressure instantly. He's taking a shot. And let's see if they throw a flag there. No flag. Keon Coleman is playing for what? Why is Keon Coleman playing? For anybody that's just joining, I'm looking at the Bills and Pats game, because that's going to determine what pick we get. That'll determine what pick we get. Let's see here. 2nd and 10. He's got forever and a day. He's taking another deep shot, and he overshot him. I mean, the second time he overshot Keon Coleman. Mike White is not a good quarterback, folks. He's not good. Yeah, I would send over a 4. We might even have to send over two or three to go and get Milton, which I don't know if I'd be willing to do. But I would send over a 4. Small sample size against backups, I would send over a 4, which is hilarious because we could have just taken Joe Milton last year. We could have just taken Joe Milton, or it's amazing that we don't draft quarterbacks. Like Joe Shane hasn't drafted one quarterback in any round. Oh, should have been intercepted, but now we'll have a 4th and 10 coming up. No, Milton isn't going to be a free agent. Milton is. I mean, you would think that they would entertain trade talks for Joe Milton just because he had a good game today. He looked like he could do something, and Drake May is not going to be their backup. Like Drake May is going to be their starter, and they can bring in a veteran to back him up. And Joe Milton is. Teams are going to be calling the Patriots to get Joe Milton. 4th and 10. Taking another. That was a duck. He got his arm hit, and the Bills have gone 3 and out. The Pats are going to take back over. Let's see if there's any. I don't think the Patriots have any more, or the Bills have any more timeouts. No more timeouts for the Bills. So the Pats are pretty much going to run this clock out now. I'm concerned about Cousins. He hasn't looked the same since that surgery. Maybe another year helps him out. Maybe we get some exciting football, but I'm not sure that we will. %. TD minus 100%. I don't think Cousins is going to be the answer even short term. I think our best bet is going out and getting somebody like Justin Fields, somebody like Russell Wilson for a year. If we don't get a quarterback, or even just take a shot on some of these guys. Like I said, if you want to read off my quarterbacks that I have in order right now, let's see if I can see this in order. It may not be in order, but bear with me right now. So Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, and I'm just going to tell you some of the guys I believe can be starters in the right situation. So this means like they could be starters even if the team was bad, and like they could look like a starting quarterback within a year or two. So that's my criteria. I'm not saying they're going to come in and light the league up, but this is me saying that I think that they can get into the league and within a year or two look like a starting quarterback on any team. So Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart. Let's see. I want to choose my words carefully. Will Howard is a wild card for me, but I could see him doing it. And I would say that this is what this whole category is. Curtis Rourke, I could see doing that. He's got good size, just not the most athletic guy. I would say those guys are up there. Curtis Rourke. Yeah, Curtis Rourke, Cam Moore, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart. I would say you got about 6 guys in this draft that you could draft at any point in this draft and say maybe one of those guys can be your starter. But we should come out of this draft with a quarterback. All right, so they're showing the Panthers and the Falcons. Michael Penix driving. Penix with a first down. But yeah, third pick is locked in. I'll pull up Tankathon. The game's over. So let me pull up Tankathon here. Tankathon. So this is locked in. This is locked in right here. And of course, my camera goes out here. But this is locked in right here. Tennessee Titans. And the final for this game, folks, is 20-13. For anybody just joining. But the final right here is Tennessee number 1, Cleveland number 2, New England number 4. Looks like Jacksonville may win or lose. I don't know. But either way, these picks are locked in. These picks are locked in. You got to think that Tennessee, I'm thinking Tennessee would be a nice spot for Shador Sanders to go to because I think that that's a place that he would want to go. And if that happens, then I think Cam Ward would go right after. So at that point, the Giants would have the chance to take a guy like Travis Hunter, Will Johnson. I was gonna say Matthew Johnson, Travis Hunter, Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Bijan Robinson to the edge. He's gonna score. The Falcons and the Panthers are just going at it. There's 46 seconds left to go. Who knows if Bryce Young is gonna go down the field and score again? But you got your three teams locked in. Yeah, hopefully the Browns give Deshaun another shot. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit record as always. Record this post game, and we'll get into a couple more comments in the stream, and then we'll wrap up. So I'm gonna hit record now. What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. It's official. The Giants have officially locked in their draft pick. So there is, let's see, Tennessee's ahead of us. Cleveland's ahead of us. The Patriots helped us out today, and they got us the third overall pick. We lost today, but we wouldn't have been able to make it happen without the Patriots going out there and winning. Joe Milton today, that could be a possible option for us. Joe Milton is out there balling. I mean, running around like Pat Mahomes, throwing lasers, like lasers. Joe Milton was a guy to win the 6th round. The Giants refused to take quarterbacks. They refused to take quarterbacks. We have not taken one quarterback under Joe Shane. You all understand? We haven't taken one quarterback that you could say, oh, maybe we can develop this guy. Not one guy since he's been here. The last quarterback that we drafted was Daniel Jones. Before that, the last quarterback I think was Davis Webb, maybe. Or who even knows? But either way, no quarterbacks have been taken. No wonder your quarterback room is trash. So today, let's just run down the list. Drew Lock was 22 for 29. Putrid. 138, a touchdown and an interception. 29 attempts for 138 yards is nuts. Tyrone Tracy had a decent game as far as the yards per carry. He had a 16-yarder, had a couple other nice carries. Malik Neighbors, leading receiver, 64 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson, 10 catches for a whole lot of nothing. Wan'Dale Robinson has 10 catches for 4.3 yards per carry. Basically, I'm saying per carry because it's basically like he was running the ball. Like, I liked what we saw from Wan'Dale Robinson last week, but this week it was more of the same. Why are we drafting this guy? Why are we taking a receiver so he can have the same average as a running back? He's getting 4, 5, 3 yards every catch, and it's ridiculous. So the Giants offense was nothing to write home about, which I expected. I didn't expect any defense to play this offense as bad as the Colts were. The Colts played this offense as bad as you could possibly play it. Tanner McKee, looking like a monster out there. 269, 2 touchdowns, 27 for 41, 100 quarterback rating. Will Shipley, I think that's his name, 32 yards. They couldn't run the ball on us. The Giants' backup defensive line is undefeated. You do not run the ball against guys on the Giants' defensive line. Like one of them whose last name is Garcia, who I've never heard of. But it doesn't matter what season, what game, you're not running the ball on this backup Giants defensive line. Jahan Dotson, 94 yards today. Goddard, 55 yards, was just carving up our secondary until he came out of the game. Easy stuff for the Eagles offense today. They just kind of just went on autopilot after they took that initial lead. And I'm just so grateful that the Giants didn't go out there and mess it up. Now, nobody cares about what we saw in the game today. Nobody cares. Let's get back to business. The Tennessee Titans are number 1. The Cleveland Browns are number 2. Now, we heard a lot of noise. We heard a lot of noise that Deion Sanders would be someone who was going to, be against Shador Sanders going to certain places. He's come out and said that he's said nothing to any media members or Giants members or anybody, which I believe him. But he's never said specifically that he said more times than he hasn't that he would veto him going to a certain place. So me thinking in my head, I'm thinking that if there's any place that he's going to veto that he say was a trash franchise, because obviously he's fine with him going to the Giants from what we've seen lately, it would be him vetoing the Cleveland Browns or maybe the New York Jets. If it's the Browns or the Jets, I could definitely see him walking away. I could definitely see him saying Shador's not going there. So the first pick is Tennessee. If Shador goes to Tennessee, I see the Giants' chance at a quarterback is pretty much done. At that point, their shot is Shador's gone. So there's no chance of him not wanting to go to Cleveland and being able to, fall to the third pick. So Shador's gone at 1. So that means that Cleveland is going to either take Cam Ward or they're going to sell. I hate to say sell a person. I'm not going to do that. They're either going to take Cam Ward or they're going to trade the pick to the highest bidder. So that could mean them trading the pick to the Jets. That could mean them trading the pick to the Raiders, but the Raiders are all the way at 8. The Jets are at 7. You could say that the Giants have the inside track at trading up to get, Cam Ward at number 2. So that's possible. But what makes the most sense is them just taking Cam Ward. Now they're paying just Deshaun Watson a whole lot of money. So maybe they just say, we'll give it one more shot and hopefully he can become old Deshaun Watson. But what makes the most sense is just taking Cam Ward, who a lot of people compare to Deshaun Watson, and seeing how that goes. I don't think that Deshaun has a dad that's an NFL dad that's going to veto anything. So he'll gladly go to the Browns, ruin his career, sadly. But I see how that's playing out. Now, number 3, the Giants will be looking at basically the best player in the draft, Travis Hunter. And it makes me think, like, is Travis Hunter the type of player that would succeed in New York? My gut tells me yes, but I've seen some things as far as his girlfriend and his fiance actually coming out. I've seen some things that makes me say, like, he let that affect him a little bit too much. And could he deal with what New York is going to bring to that? So do you take Travis Hunter, who's the best player in the draft? Do you take Will Johnson, who I think may be the best corner in the draft? Or do you take Mason Graham, who arguably could be the best, purely defensive player in the draft? So all of those things would scratch the itch. All of those things would fix a need. But where do you go there? Or do you just say, let's trade it? Let's go back to, wherever, and then let's take the best player available there. That's possible too. But I see the Giants in that situation taking Travis Hunter. I think that makes a lot of sense. Or taking Will Johnson or taking any of the above that I just listed. And I could see that going that way. Another option could be you just trading back and just taking Jackson Dart. Or another option, I keep coming up with options. Pay very close attention to Penn State and these college football playoffs, because Drew Allar has it's already said that he's going to go back to college next year. But what's also been said is that if he has a spectacular college football playoffs, which he's already started on, if he has a spectacular postseason, he may redeclare for the draft. Like, he may come back and say, I'm going to go into the draft. Now, this guy's 6'5". He's 235 pounds. He has a cannon for an arm. He can move. He's agile. He can, change his arm angles. He's hard to sack. He makes very bad decisions sometimes. Has a lot of mental lapses. And who does that remind you of? Josh Allen. Not to say he'll ever be Josh Allen. We had another guy on the team that we tried to compare to Josh Allen. But teams seeing this guy could move him up. And the Giants could be at 3, taking a guy like Drew Allar, or maybe Allar is the first pick. And they're taking Shador or Cam Ward at 3. So we do not know if we'll be outside of the quarterback sweepstakes or not. But the Giants, they won last week. They don't have that first overall pick anymore. It is what it is there. I think there's about 5 quarterbacks that I could say maybe could turn into a franchise guy. Jackson Dart is on the outside looking in, but you're not taking him at 3. But I'm just glad to see that this season is finally over. And we can get to looking forward to the draft. There's going to be a lot of content coming out. I've already gone through about 12 or 13 quarterbacks so far, a bunch of receivers. We're going to get started on the running backs and on everybody. And the content is going to be coming, and it's going to be coming soon. Not much else to say. They did what they were supposed to do this week. Congrats to the Eagles going out there and making sure we got it done. But the Giants are picking third. You all let me know what you're thinking of this draft spot. Are you still bitter about last week? I feel like we could possibly be okay, depending on who make the pick, because Brian Dable looked pretty free out there today. We're hearing reports that they're both going to come back. Maybe that happens. If so, I would rather them both be back than the one be gone and the other one. I do everything at once. Make them a package deal. I would love to see that. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. A lot of people are probably going back to work or going back to school or wherever tomorrow. That stinks, but we all got to go back. But at least we're going back knowing that the Giants are picking third overall. All right, so let's take a look at the chat. Let's take a look at the chat here, making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Terry scored a touchdown. No. I'm playing against Terry. That's not what I needed. So now I'm up by 40 points. They just won. Come on now. But let me take a look back at the chat. Let's see. Dallas lost. Yeah, I don't know what Wandale's stats are on the season. 187 for Drake London. That's nuts. Drake London has been waiting for Michael Penix his whole life. Allar over Milrow. I think Allar is now Milrow has a ton of issues that I don't even know if he could ever fix. Like Milrow has a cannon for an arm. He's a super athlete, but as far as like the accuracy is so inconsistent. It's just so inconsistent. Yeah, that's locked in. That's locked in, and we're picking third. But there's just a lot of real bad inconsistencies from Milrow that I just don't really like. Now, I think this isn't even what I would do. What it is, what I would do when you're just looking at those two quarterbacks. But with Allar, his tools are probably easier to use. You're probably going to get more out of Allar than you would for Milrow as far as what NFL teams are looking for. So he's got the prototypical size. Again, he's 6'5", 230 something pounds. He's like your perfect prototypical size guy that can move. And it's in a year where nobody else that's at the top of the draft is 6'4", 6'5". Allar is going to stick out like a sore thumb, and I could see him going up draft boards. I could definitely see him going up draft boards. Mike Evans got his 1,000. That's great to hear. Mike Evans, he's been doing it, man. Mike Evans came out the same year as Odell Beckham, and I was like, Mike Evans went before Odell. What an idiotic pick. Odell's the best receiver of all time. He's going to be. But obviously, Mike Evans is still playing, and Odell is not really doing much. Now, injuries, but, Mike Evans has been incredibly consistent. It's better he isn't making a decision between those three. Maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't reach for a guy like Dart at 3. I think Allar at 3 will be at a tremendous reach too. But I could definitely see these teams in the NFL reaching. And he's got a lot of tools, so maybe it pays off. But I don't think they'd be here for when it paid off, because I think he's going to take a couple years before he's that guy. I've been streaming this whole time on Twitch. The only Twitch comment I've gotten today has been a bot. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. Jackson Dart is like 6'3" or 6'2". I want to double check on his height, but I'm pretty sure he's like 6'3", maybe. Yeah, he's 6'2". Yeah. That's what I was thinking. He's 6'2". He's 6'2". Shador Sanders is 6'2". Cam Ward is 6'2". My problem with Jackson Dart, he can definitely run, but my thing is, as a runner, it's kind of, and this isn't me saying he's Daniel Jones. I think he's going to be able to see the field better. I think he'll be better than Daniel Jones. But my thing is, just like Daniel Jones, he's a runner, but he's not someone that provides you with the ability to do something in the open field. Like Shador Sanders is much slower than Jackson Dart, much slower than Daniel Jones. But if he gets in the open field, he's actually difficult to tackle. Cam Ward, again, slower but difficult to tackle because he's just going to make a guy miss. A guy like Drew Allar, you're not going to be able to tackle him because he can also juke you, but he can also, just not get taken down because he's so big. With Jackson Dart, he's not really that imposing. He's 6'2", 220, good size, but not imposing, and then also not going to make you miss. I would definitely send a 4 to the Pats for Joe Milton. I send a 4 over there, see what happens. But I wouldn't send a 4 over there and just say he's our quarterback. I would send a 4 and still look to do whatever I would want to do at quarterback because this is one game. This is one game, and he put up 20 something points. He put up 23 points, so it's not even like he had a 5 touchdown game or anything. But the traits are there. Because the two quarterbacks are up there. But I think your whole thing is this: like, is Tennessee or the? Let me try to scroll over here. Is Tennessee or the Browns? The either one of those teams look at Travis Hunter and say, "I have to get that. He's so much of a talent that I have to take this dude." Like, I think of him so much more higher than the two quarterbacks that I got to take Travis Hunter. So Jacksonville, again, I don't see them trading up. Carolina's not trading up. Bryce Young has been on fire. Jets, Jets and Vegas are two trade up enemies if anybody's trading up. So that's 7 and 8. We immediately hold the, we have. It's one thing if they're like if Tennessee trades back from 1 because they don't want to take a quarterback. They want to give Will Levis another shot, which from today, there's no way that they're giving Will Levis another shot. But if Cleveland, for instance, at 2 wants to trade back because they want to give Deshaun Watson a shot, then you're going to be looking at the Jets having to move up from 7, the Vegas Raiders having to move up from 8, and the Giants are already sitting at 3. So whatever they offer, they can't offer you a guarantee at taking Travis Hunter. They cannot offer you a guarantee at taking Travis Hunter. So if the Giants offer a first round pick or a third round pick and the Jets offer 2 ones, they'll get the 2 ones. But at the same time, they're not getting Travis Hunter. 100%. They're not getting Travis Hunter. They're not getting Abdul Carter. They're not getting Mason Graham. And they're not getting Will Johnson. All of the elite prospects they're not getting. So if anybody's trading up, it's going to be the Giants because they're at 3. It's just a matter of swapping 1 pick or 2 picks as far as 1 slot up or 2 slots up, which is a lot easier than 5 or 6. I don't know if Drew Lock is decent, but I think we'll get a quarterback in here that can be decent, hopefully. We got 96 people in here. I see the chat is slowing down pretty quick. I'm going to go out, get out of here and get my next meal. But as always, I appreciate you all. You've been here all season. It has been a horrible season. It's been a horrible season, but you all stuck around. And again, the draft content is coming quick, and everything else around the Giants offense will be coming out. And we'll see what happens tomorrow on Black Monday to see who gets fired, who doesn't get fired. I may stream if something crazy happens, but I'll probably just put out a video tomorrow about what happens. And I'm freezing, so we're going to